Recently, I've been trying to get in better shape by hitting the gym and making better food decisions and all those things that make a person generally healthier, but the most important thing is staying hydrated. Hydration is one of, if not the most important things to living a healthier and better life, and Liquid IV is your best ticket to achieving that goal. Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, which is pretty significant. I really enjoy Liquid IV because it's easy to take. It's easy to take with you, which makes it super convenient, whether it's after the gym or if I need to pick me up in the morning after a night out or just a boost of hydration while I'm at work. Staying hydrated is so much easier for me because of Liquid IV, and I think it can do the exact same thing for you. Also, if you're worried about the flavors, don't be. They've got strawberry lemonade and lemon lime, which are some of my favorites, and they are very good, but they got plenty of other flavors, so you'll find something you like for sure. So if you want to start getting and staying more hydrated, you should try some Liquid IV. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code BADMOVIE at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code BADMOVIE at liquidiv.com.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you some breaking news. There's been reports all over the area of something crazy going on, something big. People's homes, their minds even, are being taken over by something called, what is it they're calling it? They're calling it Bad Movie Debate.
Welcome to Bad Movie Debate. It's me, Jacob Babb.
And me, Red Boone.
Yeah, it's me, like Mario.
Nice.
Which is appropriate
Yeah.
for the kind of movies we're talking
Good
about
segue.
today, right?
Yeah, that's
perfect.
good.
Honestly, I'm getting a lot better at segues.
It shows.
It's important. It's like I found it's important
Yeah.
to be pretty decent at them when you're doing a podcast, especially one that's kind of stupid. But that makes it even all the better. So
Ain't even
today,
started yet.
what? God, technically, I haven't even really started. So today on Bad Movie Debate, as I said, I'm Jacob, and I've got, say your name again.
Yeah, Brett Boone.
And you are?
I am Jacob's Bab's friends.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Fucking nailed it. And so today we're gonna do a little debate for you. And before we get into which one, as always, we're gonna talk about our top 5 favorite. We're going a video game movie. Brett's is an avid video game
I like
player.
to think that
One of the biggest
I'm pretty
ones
experienced.
I know. Yeah,
I'm
like
pretty
you
experienced when
know
it comes to
quite a
video
few.
games.
Like I love video games too, but you've been around the block.
I've been around the block. Yeah, I think I grew up. That was one of my biggest hobbies, just playing video games. And what's better than when one of your hobbies meets one of your other hobbies?
Right.
You get your video games and movies.
I
put
know,
together.
right? It's kind of awesome. So we're gonna be talking about a video game movie. Probably already could guess which one. It'll be in the title, but you could still probably guess. There's no way we weren't going to talk about this one, right?
Yeah,
You're like there's no way we weren't going to talk about Mortal Kombat, right? Like, I mean, there's no way this wasn't going to be the first video game movie.
I think this movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this movie was so cool. Like, I grew up like watching this movie a ton, like playing all the games. So like when I finally got to hear that there was like this movie, like I had this thing on VHS.
Oh yeah, because it's 95.
Yeah,
it was the year I was born.
95. Was that right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even know. I had no idea what the fuck was going on when this movie came out, but it's the games are better.
Well, I don't. Hey, dude, I don't know about that.
All right, well, we'll get into that here in a minute. Why don't you go ahead and go over your top 5 video game movies, just to, as always, give you some pedigree, some stake, some show off your knowledge.
So obviously there's a lot of different things that fall in this category of video game movies, and I think there's a lot more that are a lot better than others.
Yes, of course,
for sure.
As always,
I think there's a couple that stand out, that kind of niche, that are just like really fun watches.
Mine are kind of basic, I will say.
Yeah,
but
I mean, but as long as
they're good, you know, like they're.
And
I don't. I mean,
go first?
A few of them. No. You go first.
Okay.
We'll talk about mine.
Okay. Actually, first one of mine. I got actually a couple movies and series.
Ooh.
First one, the Resident Evil 1 movie.
Resident Evil 1?
Yeah, which is awesome.
It's
Mila
great.
Jovovich.
Yeah.
Good movie. Also kind of funny. Same director, Paul Anderson, as the Mortal Kombat movie.
Really?
Yeah, same director.
Oh god, because I mean, obviously, I saw Paul Anderson did this one, but I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow, shit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. He does all those movies, and he's married to Mila Jovovich. Or
oh, they're
Jovovich.
married?
Yeah, they're married. He's just been
I didn't
filming
know
all
that
these
either.
movies for her.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's
well,
kind of funny.
well, good for both of them, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
That's not
Making
bad.
a killing. But the first one I think is awesome. The rest of them are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They get like super wild.
They kind of lose themselves a little
They
bit.
lose themselves
after the first one, which
they-
I mean, it happens.
It happens. I mean, kind of the game's kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorites, Hitman.
Hitman.
There's
Yeah.
an
See, I
awesome
was looking up
Hitman.
some list of stuff, and that was one that kept coming up. But I've never played that game or seen that movie.
So it's pretty awesome. It definitely like takes some liberties,
Yeah.
kind of like
Well, yeah.
it's this story is just about a hitman killing people, so they're like, we got to do something here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's got to be some reason he's going after whoever.
Yeah, and there was a 2007 version.
Right. Who was in that again?
It's Timothy Oliphant.
Okay, because I kept seeing the poster and like pictures of it, and I couldn't tell who it was because he's completely shaven on his head and his face, and he usually always has like hair and like a beard with like in anything he's ever in. So I was like, who the fuck is that?
Looks completely different.
It's
when
weird.
He's like,
Which I mean, like I think that it's important. Like I mean, I think that works.
It fits like first person, but it's like that part's kind of weird. But I think he does pretty well in the movie. It's No, there's actually, weirdly enough, they like remade Hitman again.
Right.
Like not that long after.
Yeah, I remember them doing a couple pretty back to back.
And I remember
comparatively pretty back.
I think they're pretty. The most of the other ones like aren't very good. The first one is kind of like subjective. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a silly, like cool John Wick, like badass.
Yeah, like a precursor to John Wick.
Yeah,
and
he's
like
just
stuff
going
based
around,
off of a video game.
Yeah, he's just
which
going
makes
around,
sense.
like being a badass, like killing all these guards and doing cool Hitman stuff.
Hell yeah, the dream.
Also, big one on my list and brand new to the list. Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, that's on my list.
Dude,
yeah, the new one. Yeah,
good.
it's so
it was
fucking
really
good, dude.
I had a great time watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I did a whole fucking like review of it and stuff. Like put out an episode. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Nice. But
Good
I was gonna.
Good plug.
Good plug. Yeah, I gotta get good at plugging too. That's another thing. But I think my review on Rotten Tomatoes is finally up. Apparently, it doesn't upload immediately. It takes a very long time, and I checked it for like days. And
Really?
it like still wasn't like we're just like on the public forum, like where anybody could see it. So maybe it's up there now. If it is, it's Jacob B. That's me. That I wrote that one. Go check it out. Or you can just listen to like the 15-minute episode. But yeah, it was so good.
Yeah,
I fucking loved it.
It was really good. I know it got kind of like every video game movie. They get so much hate.
Oh yeah,
because people are so passionate about video games.
Well, I mean, it's like comic book movies.
Exactly.
And like comic book shows and stuff. And
not
especially,
everyone's gonna be happy.
No, of course not. You can't please every single fucking person who's a fan of Spider-Man or Batman or whatever. People are gonna be mad. I mean, Star Wars is like that now.
Yeah,
like
for sure. That's
you're not gonna please everybody. So just make something that's good, and it's fine.
I thought it was,
and it was great.
I thought it was fun. I thought they had so many cool references in there.
Oh, yeah, the references were incredible.
It was through the whole movie.
Through the entire movie. Yeah,
and like I mean, I watched it with Sam. And we both loved it. And
that's what I'm saying.
I'm picking up obviously I'm picking up some stuff that she's not picking up. That I'm like, oh, dude, that was just like that.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't know.
So
it was great.
Pretty cool.
It was very good. We'll talk about it more a little later because I'm going to use that as a comparison to Mortal Kombat.
Okay, cool.
In a way, so we'll talk about it later. Don't worry.
A couple other ones. I picked a couple series that I really liked.
Yeah. I
don't know if that's cheating.
No. I did. I think on one of my last few, I did that. So
okay.
There's no rules.
A couple that stood out to me that I really enjoyed are also new to the list. The Last of Us.
I still need to finish it. I've seen the first 3 episodes, and I don't know why, because I love Pedro Pascal. It's HBO. Mm-hmm. It's based off of a video game that I haven't played yet, but like I need to play. And like I've been told countless times that I need to watch it and I would be obsessed with it, but it still hasn't hooked me.
Yeah,
for some
man,
reason.
definitely.
Like I need to go back. At this point I need to just restart it.
Yeah,
because it's been a while since I saw those three. But like, I don't know, it just hasn't hooked me yet.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested. In, like it's working for me. The opening scene.
Yeah.
With the like guy talking about the mushrooms and like at the very beginning on the old timey talk show before you really get into the beginning of the
like
story.
How the virus spreads.
Was fucking terrifying in the best way, and he made some very solid points because mushrooms are weird and scary.
Yeah,
they're all of them. They're all weird.
There's gonna be a zombie apocalypse. It's gonna be
from mushrooms.
It's gonna be mushrooms.
Which
right?
that part immediately hooked me, but then for some reason I couldn't get back into it. But
try to, if you ever follow through or play the game, I definitely think you'll stick with it because they.
I'm gonna be playing the game.
They're pretty good about the source material. They take a couple liberties here.
I think I'm waiting for that one. Like come like spooky season, I'll
just
run through The Last of Us, like the game and the show, and get the whole experience. But yeah, need to see that one.
Next on the list that I got is I never mind. I was about to say this one. I thought they were all live action. This one's not live action. Arcane.
Oh yeah, that's the Netflix one.
Yeah,
like they made it's an
animated show.
Which one's it
about? League of Legends.
It's about League of Legends.
Which I've never played.
Never played
it.
Because that's like your basic like
MOBA. It's like where it's like the top down view. You got your character.
And it's like the easy to go to joke like basement dweller. Basement dweller nerd.
The game is super sweaty.
Yeah,
it's like people take it super hardcore. But it's super popular, so they
isn't that what they play in the South Park episode where they all get really fat?
No, that's World of Warcraft.
Oh, it's World of Warcraft. Okay, yeah. Still similar vibes, but yeah, fair enough.
It's awesome. It's really cool, really well done. Besides,
I think Kyle was telling me about it and Justin because close enough to like anime, like the lore and the art style was close enough to anime for. I mean, Kyle's a big video game person too, and then Justin like close enough to anime for him to be like, oh yeah, let me check it out.
It's super cool. It's a lot of cool like things happen if you can manage. The whole soundtrack is basically Imagine Dragons, so
that's a little rough.
That part's kind of, but I mean, the rest of it's
again,
really
you can't satisfy everyone.
Exactly, the video game genre. So
you can't do it.
Last
but that's
one
fair. I've heard that one is really, really solid too.
I think you'd like that.
I probably would. The lore, of course, seems very, very interesting.
Last one on my list I got is another series. Big fan of the video games, The Witcher.
Oh yeah,
which is a little controversial.
It's very controversial, yeah, because I very much enjoyed the first season. I've never played any of the games, or rather, I watched the first season and then got on Steam for I think $2 the very first Witcher game.
Oh yeah, and that's a tough one to actually
play that. Yeah, tried to play that and was like, oh my god, there's no way. And I have The Witcher 3, but I haven't booted it up yet to start because I've been pretty much told like just fucking play 3 and call it a day.
Yeah,
like,
so
just don't worry about the first 2.
I played all 3 of them, and they all are like pretty. I mean, they get progressively better.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think that it gets like easier to handle and the story gets more interesting.
Yeah, which is good because I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely wasn't the look of it. It wasn't that it was aged the first one because I replay KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars game for the uninitiated, for fucking losers who don't know what KOTOR means. Fucking dweebs. Nerds. Yeah, fuck, you're the nerds, not us. We're talking about video games and video game movies, but you're the nerds if you don't know that, in our opinion. So just take that to the bank. KOTOR, I play that game.
It's a great game.
Like I replay that game all the fucking time, and I love it. So I don't give a shit what it looks like because it's just such a fucking awesome game. So that wasn't bothering me, but I think I just couldn't get behind the mechanics of how it was working,
dude. It's
and stuff.
Super clunky.
It's very clunky. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Like clunky.
Yeah.
And like I think it was the first time I ever experienced playing an old game that I genuinely was like, I understand what people mean when they say a game is clunky. Like I finally. Found that in that, and I was like, well,
like
so,
this is the perfect. This is
exactly what they mean when they say it's clunky, which is a bummer. But going back to the show now, so you just hate Henry Cavill? Cavill, however you say
Hate?
You hate him?
No, I love him.
Why would you disrespect him by talking good about The Witcher?
Well,
he's the biggest nerd on the face of the fucking planet.
So, dude, I love
and I respect him for it.
I thought he is, dude. He's awesome, and he was so passionate, like for the role, and he was so great. So I need to be clear. I liked Witcher season 1.
Okay.
I wasn't as crazy about 2. I thought there were some cool things about it, but.
Which is kind of what everybody felt.
Which is
which
like,
is
I mean, hot take, by
sophomore,
the way.
Like I don't know, like
it was so like I know it's the popular take to do,
but still, it's like sophomore slump in a season, like for a big show that got like really hot after like that. Understandable, but then fuck it, he's like, I quit because y'all are doing bullshit. Y'all are making stuff up out of your ass, and you're like Game of Thronesing this right now. He's like, and I can't stand for it, so I'm gonna go bye.
Yeah,
which I respect.
It's 100%. Like,
but I never watched the second season because I heard it was kind of mid, and I was like, well, I'll get to it. And then all that started coming out because they were trying to film season 3, and I was like, well, now I'm definitely not watching season 2. Yeah. But I do I liked season 1 a lot. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought it was filmed.
I got no qualms about that.
Yeah, it was filmed great. I thought they had like so much potential. Like the choreography was so cool, and like you had this. You had this lead who was passionate about like the role he was in. Needed to be told his motivation. He knew it. Filled in. He knew exactly. Like he was very like active.
Yeah, he understood why he was becoming the butcher of wherever in like the opening thing. Yeah, like he understood that and why that happened and why you were starting there. Because isn't it like the main story of the books doesn't start there, but then it like goes back. But then there's like the short story one, that's like the first thing that takes place that gains him notoriety. So they started the show there, which I think is like a wise decision narratively from a show perspective. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, this is all working. They're gonna go more linear, make it a little bit easier because the books are super dense. Great. But then they fucked it up because they offended Henry for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, it's because they just
not my Witcher.
Not my Witcher.
Fucking what isn't it Luke Hemsworth?
It's one of the Hemsworths.
I don't mean to.
It's not Liam.
I don't want to talk shit.
Or not Chris Hemsworth.
It's definitely not Chris.
It's Liam Hemsworth.
I think it's. Is it Liam? It's Liam. Yeah, it's Liam.
How many Hemsworth
there's
brothers
three.
are there?
There's Chris, who's obvious. There's Liam, who I think is the youngest. He became popular because of his brother, but then also he was in movies. He was in that movie with oh my god, the fucking Nicholas Sparks book movie with Miley Cyrus, The Last Song.
Oh yeah,
and that blew him up and stuff. And he's been in Odd Jobs ever since. But then Luke, he's like, and I don't mean to be like rude, but he's like the third tier. I think he's the middle child.
The third tier.
But he acts and he does a really good job when he's in stuff. He was in Westworld. He was one of one of the main security dudes in Westworld.
Oh
yeah, like in the first couple seasons and stuff.
I totally forgot.
That's Luke.
Talk about another show that I was so on board for and then fell off.
And then it fucking fell off. Yeah, I honestly need to do an entire episode about how that shit just keeps happening. But regardless, Liam Hemsworth, it's funny too because I saw he was reading the books to prepare for the role, and everyone's like, seems like he's not going to be there for very long, and like joking about that, which I think is hilarious.
We'll see. I don't know. I liked it. I feel like they have not done the best thing they could have with it. So
but the first one was really good. It was cool. And it was true to again, liberties you have to take, but from what I had been told by people who love the games and love the books, they were like pretty good adaptation for what they're trying to do. So
that was good.
So I got nothing wrong with the first season
for sure.
But you know what Henry's doing now, right?
What's he doing now?
He is
the Warhammer. Yeah, that's right.
Allegedly, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed. I think it's 100% confirmed now, but he's teaming up with Amazon Prime to he's going to showrun and star in a Warhammer show.
That's awesome.
Which is he left The Witcher because they were straying away from the source material. He's that big of a nerd. Warhammer is his number one obsession.
Yeah, he's super passionate, more hardcore.
That is the thing. He is the most hardcore about.
Yeah.
I got a buddy at work, Zach Bailey. Shout out Zach Bailey if you hear this. I came into work and was telling him about that because the Witcher stuff had kind of happened, and this was a little later, and he was freaking out. Like
Really?
he was like,
The
because
announcement.
he's super into Warhammer and
Yeah.
like tabletop role playing games in general and stuff. And
Warhammer fans are fanatics.
oh yeah, no,
They're
he's
big
super
it.
into it. He's like, the lore is insane, the books are insane, the game's insane. Like you have to like build all these. Like I don't even understand how to get it, how to play the game, but like, but he's like, yeah, if anyone's gonna make a show proper, it's him.
Mhm.
And he's like, so I'm fucking down. So that's good news. So it's all working out that he left that.
But good. I'm
which
glad
is
he's
good.
doing something he's passionate about. He's a cool actor. I like
Exactly. And he's a showrunner, so he gets to make decisions.
him. Henry Cavill fanboy.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Good lord, good lord. But okay, so now to my top 5. Mine are always in no particular order. So the new Mario one we talked about, fucking incredible. We'll talk about it a little bit more because I'm gonna reference it a little bit in my qualms with Mortal Kombat. And then like I said, kind of basic. Fucking Lara Croft Tomb Raider, dude. Angelina Jolie, dude.
Yeah,
That movie was great.
the original.
Yeah,
because they
that
had
movie-
another one.
Yeah, they have a
the
newer
Lara Croft
one that's supposed to be pretty good. That is actually apparently supposed to be pretty good, but I haven't seen it. But yeah, man,
I saw that in theaters.
Yeah, dude,
I remember that.
The
I forgot
Angelina
about
Jolie Lara Croft movie
There was
is
2 of those.
fucking awesome. Yeah, they're both. I mean, again, second one's okay, but the first
Yeah.
one is like, for what it was at the time, it was like, oh yeah, it was like, oh shit, it's kind of like a female Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
and she's super hot.
She's pretty
Like,
good. Yeah,
like,
very
you know,
attractive.
like,
Prime Angelina Jolie.
prime Angelina
Super
Jolie.
hot.
Like playing Lara Croft, like even when Lara Croft first came out and it was like horrible fucking graphics and stuff, you were like still like that's a hot
she had, like,
video
the
game.
triangle polygon
Exactly,
boobs.
the triangle boobs, man. Exactly. So that one's great. I do love that movie. And then I got Silent Hill.
That's a good one.
Like from like
I thought about
2007
putting
or
that. I
so,
hadn't seen it
8,
in a long
9,
time.
something like that. I've only seen it like a couple times, but I remember it like scaring the shit out of me.
Dude, there was some
And being
gnarly
like,
stuff
and being
in
like,
that
this is
movie.
a really good like
I should watch that again.
horror movie. Like it was like, it wasn't. It's not great, but it was like it hit me. You know what I mean? And I was like, this is based off of a game. And I still haven't played any games. I'm like, I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
Like I think that will scare the shit out of me too much.
Yeah, same deal. I never. That's a genre I never really got into. Silent Hill. I know that's another one that's like got a long line of games.
Oh yeah, and I think there's making a Silent Hill 2. Like they're doing a redux
a remake
of that. Like
That's cool.
they're gonna like same story and stuff, but they're gonna boost it. And,
Might be
like,
a good time to start playing them. Then.
I know, right? I know.
God.
I think that's a little whiles away, but it's supposed to be pretty sweet, so I'm excited about that. Okay, and then I've got God, this movie's so fucking good. I think it's got like a 16 on Rotten Tomatoes, but I will never talk shit about it.
16.
It was really low when I was looking up some Pokemon, the first movie.
Oh yeah,
With
the
fucking-
first
with
movie.
Mewtwo and shit.
Dude,
oh my god,
I saw that in
love
theaters too.
Right, dude.
I got the
That movie-
Pokemon card. I got the holographic,
holographic,
the
yeah.
Mew card.
Dude, that movie is fucking insane. That conversation that Mew and Mewtwo have at the end, where Mew's just like,
Mew 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 Mew.
and he's like, and Mewtwo's like says some super philosophical thing. He's like, maybe you're right. Like, and it goes on some like philosophical tangent about what he's doing might be wrong and stuff. It's just so fucking
Dude,
good.
that movie was awesome.
That movie
yeah.
was
I had
so
that
good.
one on VHS.
Oh,
Watched
yeah,
it all
same.
the time, dude.
Oh yeah, and then shouts out to the third one when you get the 3 like lion, like the big cat trilogy,
Yeah,
like trio
okay,
of
yeah.
legendary Pokemon. That one was a lot of fun.
That was
too.
another movie, right?
I think
a
that was
separate
Pokemon 3.
movie?
I think it's
2000. That was Pokemon 2000.
No, Pokemon 2000 is with Luagia,
Luagia.
like the
Lugia.
white Lugia.
Lugia.
Yeah, I was saying Luagia because I was like, it can't be that close to Luigi.
Yeah.
Like, but it is, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
that
you're
one's.
right.
I think that was 2000, which is the second one, and then the third one has the like lion.
The lions, I know
like,
what you're
there's
talking
like the
about.
electric lion,
That's
the
past
ice
my-
one, and
that's
then
past
just like
my,
the
like,
that shit was good too.
Yeah.
But that trilogy of Pokemon movies is good. But Pokemon the first, it's literally called Pokemon the first movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Just establish it. Power move right there. Just there you go. The first movie. Deal with it.
It's fucking awesome. But and then my
Good
last
pick,
one, I have I kind of went back and forth on this one because like it was fun, and I really liked the games. Like the first game series I played when I got my PS4 pretty recently, the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I have some issues with it. I didn't like how they like smashed all three or four. I guess like
into
mostly
one,
the first
they put them all in
three.
one movie.
Yeah, like a lot of the like major scenes are all in one movie, and then it kind of ends where the first one begins. In a way,
I never saw that whole thing. I think that was one that I like saw in like a plane flight or something.
Yeah. It's definitely a plane flight movie, but like it had enough action. Tom Holland's good. Mark Wahlberg was there, so
just doing Mark Wahlberg things.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of playing himself, but less patriotic, I guess.
That's a nut. So that's interesting because Mark Wahlberg was also in another video game movie, Max Payne.
Oh yeah, he is in Max Payne.
So he did another video game.
Yeah.
I just put that together.
Holy shit!
That's
I literally was scrolling by Max Payne when I was looking up movies. I was like, and like Uncharted was on mine. But
is it like I remember
it's good. It was
a fun movie, just like a
let's put it this way,
Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, it has that kind of flavor to it for sure. But like, let's put it this way, I work at McKay's, and so I get like access to a bunch of movies for cheap, and I'm obviously a big movie person. So like, it came in on 4K finally, like a while ago, and I bought it. And I was like, oh hell yeah, Austin and I are gonna watch this. She'll probably love it because she loves Tom Holland and she loves big action movies. And I'm like, I'll love it because I heard it was pretty good, like not that bad, and it's based on these games I love now. And Austin liked it, and she kind of responded to it the way I thought she would and stuff. But at the end of the day, she was kind of like, it was okay. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, they kind of took liberties in a way I didn't love. So, but like compared to some of the other video game movies I was looking at, I was like, I think I enjoyed that one more, So
like
it was more
movie.
fun, but it wasn't that's why it's at the bottom. But no particular order for mine, but that one's at the bottom of mine. But regardless, okay, so we did that, and lots of good ones. You mentioned some ones I hadn't even thought of that are really good. But so now we're doing Mortal Kombat 1995, not the new one from 2017 or 18.
Never saw that one.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Never seen it.
Haven't seen that one, I will say. So the scores, Rotten Tomatoes score, the critics score, 45%, which is pretty high.
That's not bad.
That's actually like not that bad.
That's not bad,
especially
for
with
a video
how much
game movie.
Especially with how much shit this one gets.
Yeah.
Like in particular, like that's actually like kind of shocking to me. When I was looking that up after I watched it, I was like, damn, okay, that's interesting. But then the audience score is 57.
Yeah.
Which is lower than I thought it would be, because I know there's people who are like super passionate about this one.
Yeah.
Including you.
Oh
if
yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
100%.
Yeah.
I am absolutely passionate about this movie. Exactly. Like I said, this is one that I kind of grew up watching on VHS, and dude, this movie was, I just like rewatched it. This movie's awesome. Like, there's so many cool things about this movie. So,
so you disagree with the 45 and the 57?
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, you got to judge these movies based in their time and place.
Well, yeah.
This movie came out in 95.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I thought about all that while I was writing shit.
Yeah. Well, so this movie came out and was one of the first of its genre, which is video game movies.
Yes, of course.
And I will 100% argue it is the best, or one of the best, if not the best, early video game movie adaptions.
I mean, it's got its place in history. For sure.
If you go back and look, some of the first video game movies, movies specifically made about a particular video game.
Like a video game.
A video game.
Yeah.
I think the first one is Super Mario Brothers, which is fun. We were just talking about how good the new animated one is.
The live action one from
live action
92 or 3 or something, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, the live action one from like way back.
Which is phenomenal in its own way.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's got its charms.
It was bold.
Regarded as pretty awful because it just like had nothing to do with Mario.
A cult classic at this point, for sure.
Yeah, definitely cult classic.
Yeah.
But like, so it was one of the first, like, it was that. I think Street Fighter came right before it, which also was pretty bad.
This is also pretty bad, but a cult classic.
But it kind of had a cult classic, but like, didn't do very well, kind of like flopped, and like didn't have as big as a following. And then like Mortal Kombat comes in, 95, like one of the first movies, like doing, it's like people are like, it's right when the games are like in their prime.
Oh yeah,
So
the
it,
games are like
kickstarted all of
really
this.
fucking going at that point.
So it was kind of one of the biggest movies to do this because it had a pretty big like. It was one of the first like big budget video game.
Yeah,
movies.
it was very big budget. You can tell, because
Yeah.
I mean, there's all the sets and everything that are like ridiculous.
$20 million budget,
which is not a lot these days, but in '95, that's a lot, especially to take a risk on a video game movie like that. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Wait for this bad quote though. This bad quote.
You're gonna move the quote.
We'll get to it just in a second. IMDb 5.8, which is middle of the road, which is what IMDb always does. Every single movie I've done has been no less than 5, but no more than 7.
Sure.
Like, it's like shocker. Metacritic though kind of surprised me. Metacritic, their like critic score, like their Metascore was 60 out of 100. It's like a big jump.
It is
and
high.
usually they're the ones that are a lot harsher.
Metacritic.
Yeah, shout out Metacritic. They're usually the ones that are a lot harsher on movies. I've noticed. Like Rotten Tomatoes is usually what you expect, and Metacritic is like, this is shit, like most of the time. So that kind of surprised me. And then the audience is like an 8.0, like an 8.0 out of 10.
Yeah.
So it's like way up on the Metacritic users score. And I was like, so this is like probably the biggest discrepancy in not only audience versus critics, but like coming from two different sites, like two of the main sites for looking at this stuff, like both of them being like just like them two going like head to head basically being like, no, this is good. Like Metacritic at 60 is like, oh damn, that's good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Pretty
like
good.
Which Metacritic does do a lot. Like they are like one of the best places to go to for, I mean, you got like IGN and stuff and like, but like they're one of the top like video game review things. Like you get a lot of critical reviews of video games on Metacritic, so that may be a part of that. There's more of those kind of people putting that shit on Meta. So it makes sense, but I'm still a little surprised because usually they're very mean.
I agree. No, I think this first thing, critic reviews are garbage. You should do
As always, we use them for reference, but fuck them.
100%.
Fuck the critics. I would get paid to talk about movies if I could, but I'm gonna try not to be a douche about it.
All this thing is subjective, and like this is like such a fun movie because
it is. This is a very fun movie. I will
fun.
already give you that.
So I will stand by my original stance, which was this is an awesome movie. Yeah. Is this a good movie? It's not a good movie. Right. It's an awesome video game movie.
Yes and no.
Don't like. I don't expect to come to this and like have like some breakthrough like.
You're not gonna
techniques.
you're not gonna walk away changed. As a person.
But did I watch this as a kid and it had awesome fighting choreography and had like characters that I loved watching? Absolutely. And it's got tons of that.
It does. I mean, that's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I don't like it. But we'll get into it.
You don't like all the fighting?
I do, but I don't like the in-between.
So...
But, because there is no in-between, but...
Oh, yeah,
there like is no in-between with the fights.
Well, guess what? They did it true to the video games.
I mean, yeah.
Because that's all the video games are. There is no story there.
There is no story. You're right. Which is... Okay, we'll get to it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, so good quote, bad quote. Good quote. This comes from Gene Siskel for the Chicago Tribune. He says, quote, "The only decent video game turned into a movie. Why? Obviously because the filmmakers have really tried to offer some eye-popping visuals that can provide the same stimuli as the video game itself." End quote.
Okay.
He's like, why is it a good video game movie? Because it is like a video game. Like he's kind of what you're saying. It's like it's as stimulating as a video game because of all the shit, like the sets and the action and like all that, which is fair.
It's fun. It has fun with the reality that it's in.
Exactly. Yeah. It definitely does. It definitely does. Which I love. But the bad quote, which is always my favorite. Richard Harrington for the Washington Post said, quote, "Likely to satisfy only the core audience already hooked on video and arcade games, and even that's not a sure thing," end quote. So he's like, the only people who are gonna like this movie is fucking video game nerds, and I don't even know if they're gonna like it. Who hurt you?
Yeah,
who hurt you, Richard? God damn.
Well,
like, not only saying only fucking nerds will like this movie, and they might not even be nerdy enough to like this shit movie.
Well, he's right.
Like, god damn.
I was nerdy enough to watch this movie, and I loved it.
Exactly. So, like, yeah, of course, like, nerds love it, but, like, damn, not even sure that's
not even
enough.
nerds. I don't know about that one.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, man, I had a great time watching this. Like, I thought it did really well with all of like the things it was trying to do.
Yeah.
And man, like, there's we can go to the next topic. I have like a bunch of cool topic points.
Oh, I like to do this little thing. It's like, what's something you didn't like? What's something you don't like about it? And I'll say something I do like about it.
Okay,
My thing is very basic, but like, it's something I do like. 'Cause it's fun. No, you go ahead. Yeah.
What I don't like, something I don't like.
Yeah, something you don't like about it.
Okay. Well,
it can be super. Like, mine is super generic.
Yeah.
But
No,
like the thing that I do
something.
really like.
So this movie is kind of cool because it's a product of its time.
Yes,
and being
of
that
course.
it's in the middle of practical effects.
Yes.
Kind of almost going out the window.
Yes.
Where it's got, I'll get into this later. It's got so many cool practical effects in this movie.
The practical effects are really, really good.
Dude, there's so many cool special effects that like are so cool, and it's like, you know, one of the last, you know, bastions of its, you know,
they went pretty hard on the practical effects, which I always appreciate. It's always the way to go. I don't give a fuck if it's 2023. Like,
but because it's a product of the time, it's also one of like the first, you know, they're starting to introduce computers into you know, making CGI. And there are some really cool examples of good CGI in this movie. Like like there's like a couple scenes where like Shang Tsung, who we haven't even talked about all the characters in this movie yet.
Oh yeah.
Shang Tsung, the main bad guy in the movie, the bad sorcerer. Who, by the way, is so good in this movie.
He's really good.
Oh my god,
he's really good.
The actor, it's make sure I've said it before. It's Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa.
Yeah, he's really good.
Awesome.
He's really good.
So good.
He's probably my favorite acting.
He's fantastic.
In the entire thing.
He's so cool.
I'll give him shouts out for that. He's fucking awesome.
He's fantastic.
He's scary. Like,
dude,
he's legitimately intimidating.
He sounds cool. He takes everything seriously. He's got
he has the best dialogue.
He's got great dialogue. Yeah, great writing. He's got good experience. He actually like knows some like martial arts and stuff. So he's out there doing some of his own stunts.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll talk more about that
you're
later.
right. I'm sorry.
No. Well, I'm just saying, like, we'll talk more about like the level, the skill level of the fighters in each scene and
you're right.
stuff.
But
because I have stuff to say about
one
that.
of the bad is the CG in certain aspects because it's new. Like, for example, there's this little creature, one of the characters from the video game, called Reptile. He's like this lizard creature. And, dude...
I literally... Hold on, let me find my... Keep talking, let me find
so bad. So, obviously, I mean, you gotta think, like, these movies were made...
I literally only wrote down for that, the fucking lizard. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Like, so, you gotta think... remember to talk about how awful
obviously these movies are
Reptile looks so bad.
Cameras are so much different back then.
Of course.
Like,
I mean, they're still shooting film.
Dude,
they're not shooting digital.
So I watched this movie on VHS.
Yeah.
Like, some of this stuff plays kind of decent on VHS back in the day.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, he was like invisible and stuff, and it would like pop in and over and like looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I just recently watched this movie on like a big
on Amazon Prime.
I watched it on, like online. Yeah, big screen TV.
I watched it on Amazon Prime on my fucking big ass TV.
Version.
Yeah, like exactly like the most up to date version you can see.
100%. Like, there are certain parts that just don't translate, dude. They're so bad.
The problem,
the Reptile was so bad.
Is the problem with like 90s movies because like coming out in 4K now, they're like upping the look of everything.
Yeah.
But like, since they're products of their time, you know, there's a little bit of like for the lack of a better word, like rusticness to it by not being like, you know, you don't want to do the fucking George Lucas thing and like put in new CGI in your old fucking movie, which absolutely still upset about. Yeah. It's okay, George, but goddamn,
keep ruining it.
It's upsetting. But regardless, I just yeah, it's fun watching like movies that's like everything, like the people and like all the settings look really good, but then the CGI comes in and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, this is a movie from the fucking 90s and stuff. So
it's early.
It's early.
There's good, there's bad. I mean, there's good, but there's certainly some pretty bad.
There's definitely some really bad.
That's probably my biggest gripe.
But yes, it's a product of its time, and like I do love that. But yeah, what like literally the first thing I wrote down was like, really bad CGI, not their fault.
Yeah.
Like it's not their fault that the CGI is bad. And it is, there's something, again, like rustic is the best word I have to say. There's a better word, but I can't think of what it is right now. It's like, it's kind of endearing, you know, to like see it and be like, ah, yeah, it's from 1995.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, this was the shit.
Yeah.
Like that was high tech shit.
I mean,
it's awesome. It's fun to see.
I was a kid and I'd watch that, and like I said, it was on an old VHS tape, and like, yeah, sure, like I'm sure even then you watch it now, it probably wouldn't look good, but like, I don't know, you're like, oh, it's I know what they're doing. It's like a reptile creature, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It doesn't hold up.
It looked exactly like it needed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for the time. So I totally understand that. And I agree.
It's pretty bad though.
It's pretty bad. I agree that that's pretty bad. But again, product of its time, not necessarily their fault. Yeah. It's fine. The thing that I do like, I love, you know, and I'm not a super obsessive person about the games and stuff. I've definitely played them from time to time, and they're a lot of fun for sure. And it's like, again, one of the original like side by side, like gotta be able to combo beat the shit out of the other guy, like thing.
One of the most successful fighters.
Yeah, exactly. Like fighter games
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like they made the genre basically. They didn't necessarily invent it, but they made it. You know, and that's fucking awesome. And one of the things I always loved about it was the fucking catchphrases.
Oh, and
yeah, the way they incorporate the catchphrases into the movie is really fun. It's like cheeky, but it's really fun when he's like, what's his name? The sorcerer. He's like, when he's like, finish him. And he's like, fatality when somebody dies and shit. And then, what is it? I think it's not Sub-Zero. Scorpion. Yeah, it's like, get over here.
Get over here.
Come down from there.
Dude, it's like,
come here. Like as he's fighting and shit. I'm like,
so
oh my god, it's
also,
so
I
fun.
love that like they made, like, obviously Scorpion is just like this like jobber, like, you know, like he has no personality in the movie. So I love that like they just made his catchphrase like is how he talks.
Dialogue. Yeah, exactly.
So he's like, everything he says is like, get down here.
I think that totally,
get over here.
I think that all works though. You know what I mean? Because the way that they,
I mean, that's all who he was in the time of that video game. Like that's just, he didn't have a really.
But that's what so like him and Sub-Zero, and then eventually we get Reptile and stuff, and who doesn't say anything, of course.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. I don't think Sub-Zero says anything the entire movie.
Not in this movie, no.
Which is interesting, but
yeah.
Regardless, I think it was. So how we get those guys who have like special powers and stuff is like, so like the story, because again, like you were saying, like there is no narrative in the games.
Yeah.
Like you pick your fighter and you fight.
Now there is like there is a set background story.
Yeah, there's some plot.
They do tell. I mean, the movie's based around. It's that there's a tournament and that is just exists, and there's this other world, and if they win the tournament, then I think it's 10 times.
Earth is over.
Then they get to take over the world.
If they win 10 tournaments, then
and like that's it.
And this will be the 10th one. So you human fighters gotta kick their ass.
Sure,
you know. And it's like, okay, like so that's what
the premise. And they base the whole movie off.
They base the whole movie off that. So then you get Johnny Cage. Who's Johnny Cage, who's an actor in the movie, which is interesting.
One of my favorite parts of the movie, by the way, is Johnny Cage. I think that actor. Oh man, I had his name on here. Lyndon Ashby.
Yeah.
Lyndon Ashby. So good. He's kind of like the Yeah, like you described, he's like this Hollywood like guy, but he's also this like kung fu master.
He's like a huge kung fu master,
But
which is why he's making all of these action movies where he beats the shit out of people.
But he's like the comedic relief for like the whole movie.
Yeah,
and like I think it works perfectly for like his character from the game.
I think it's. I mean, in terms of his character from the game, yeah, it's just. I just thought his delivery was a little rough throughout. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was just like he was very flat.
Well, it's very cheesy. You know, there's so many.
But that's the thing. Even when he was trying to be, it was supposed to be like cheeky and cheesy and stuff. He just came off as like flat to me. And I'm like, that's supposed to be a bit. So like, make me feel it. Come on, give me some more. And but yeah, so I mean, like, he wasn't bad, you know. I mean, it is what it is.
He's got so many good one-liners in this movie.
All he has is one-liners.
It literally is a character made up of one-liners
Exactly.
it's exactly he's like this cheesy Hollywood actor, kung fu guy, and
then what's the girl's name? Sonya
Blade.
So yeah, Sonya Blade. So her backstory is kind of interesting. She's like a cop who like has to. And she's like on a war path to avenge her dead partner. Because the guy with the eye, what's his name? Kano, yeah.
So she's
again, I didn't play the games very much, and I just watched the movie again last night, so I'm having a hard time with some of the names.
I gotcha.
There's also every single character from the game is in the movie.
It's
like there's a lot of characters.
Every single character from the first game, plus a couple extra characters from the second game, actually. So I played like Mortal Kombat like 1 through 3 like religiously growing up on like the Super Nintendo and stuff. So I know all the characters. But yeah, so Sonya Blade, she's like this like special forces.
They're like FBI or special forces, some kind of law enforcement kind of thing.
Yeah, and like her whole thing is she's after this like mercenary guy named Kano. Who is also an awesome character. That guy, I thought that guy was great. Whoever they got for that guy, who was just this basically Australian or British,
I think Australian,
like just like criminal crook guy.
Just honestly a huge piece of shit.
He's just a piece of shit.
Like, he's taunting her about killing her partner like the entire time. Literally, that's her whole fucking motivation and shit.
Yeah, talking shit the entire time, and he's great and like disgusting and. He's got like this kind of. He looks like he does in the video games. He's got this cool like metal eye and
red eye and shit.
By the way, the same guy. Oh shoot, what was this guy's name? The same guy who worked on the special effects for this movie. Is the same. So he, the guy who did the special effects, plays another character in the movie called Goro. Who was the forearm
dude?
Forearm guy?
He plays Goro,
dude. And we'll get into Goro later. His name is you might know Tom Woodruff Jr.
He's so fucking familiar.
He's a special effects guy that's done stuff for like the Aliens movies and like a couple other things. Won like an Oscar and some stuff for stuff. But anyway,
it's so crazy
that he looked. Kano looks a lot like the Terminator.
Yeah, he looks exactly like the Terminator.
Who this guy also worked on. He did special effects for the Terminator
That fucking makes sense. Yeah, that all tracks. Yeah, because he really does look like... I was like, Terminator? What the fuck?
It's pretty awesome.
Because like the metal that is showing in his face and the red eye is exactly the Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was wondering why I was like, I don't think...
It's pretty cool.
Like, yeah, there's something about it I was like, interesting. But like, that does make sense. That is the same dude. So I can feel that. But yeah, so that's her motivation and shit. And then we got
the main character.
I guess he's the main character.
Liu Kang.
Yeah, Liu Kang.
Yeah.
He's his backstory is interesting because it starts with the sorcerer like taking his brother's soul.
Yeah, kills his brother
for
and
like
takes opening
his
scene.
soul. And
literally starts the movie.
Yeah, really fucking set shit off, and he wakes up in a panic, and so he goes So I guess his thing is he was a part of this what's the word? Monastery. Like he was like a part of this like group of monks and stuff. But then he said, "Fuck that! I'm going to America," which is why he speaks perfect English.
Yeah.
Which also that was one thing I wrote down. So he's back in like Tibet or wherever, country he is and stuff, and they're just speaking English to each other.
Oh yeah, back
You know,
in
like
yeah,
they only speak English the entire movie when they're in different countries.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
There's no other Americans
Well, dude,
around, and I'm like,
this is a 90s
I know.
action,
Again,
like,
it's a product of its
it's an
time.
American movie.
So they're like, we're not gonna make people read. They don't go to the movie theater to read. You know, like, and like, so I mean, that's a bit more of a modern pet peeve of mine.
For sure.
I'm like, if there's no Americans and you're not talking to the American, you can speak in your actual
all these
language.
like Buddhist
you know what I mean?
monks
Exactly.
speaking English to each other,
speaking perfect English with perfect American
Yeah,
accents.
yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. But his backstory is interesting because he goes back to them and he's like, fucking, his soul is gone. I had a dream about it, and they're like, you're the chosen one, and they're like, no, you're fucking not. And then God shows up.
God.
Literally, God shows up.
The Raiden, Lord of Thunder.
Raiden, Lord of Lightning and Thunder shows up.
Yeah.
A white man.
Yeah, so, yeah, played by Christopher Lambert. Who's
that was great casting.
Yeah, I mean,
in 1995, if you're going to get a white dude to play basically God, that's a good
It was like
call.
a god, but like not just a god.
It.
He was like a devilish, like kind of funny, like serious, like
he was like a trickster god,
Trickster
like a trickster god version
yeah.
of like the protector of Earth, because he was kind of like he was super cheeky and kind of like dicking around the whole time, but he was also exactly. But at the same time, he was like, y'all need to realize this is very fucking serious.
Yeah,
like this is like real shit.
He's got one of my favorite lines in the movie where he's like telling all like the Earth Realm warriors. He's like, so you've got billions of souls, you know, resting on your shoulders, and he's like, sorry.
I don't mean to like put any pressure. He does shit like that, which is hilarious.
You're right. I mean, it's Christopher Lambert, you know, Highlander, great actor.
Again,
he
upset about it.
He did great, but 100%,
awesome.
it's like this supposed to be this like Asian. I think he's like Japanese, like God of Thunder.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
Like, totally like. Just the
it's a very white man, and it's like again, product of its time. They're already speaking English in fucking
and like you look at
whatever
like
country they're in.
Yeah, and you look at the video game, and you look at Raiden, and you're like, I mean, he doesn't look like any.
Exactly, he's supposed to be ambiguous.
He's just
you know what I mean.
But I mean, like
in 1995, casting somebody who looks ambiguous was a lot harder because you can't put fucking motion tracking on their face and then put in an ambiguous face on top of the actor, which is what would happen now.
It is interesting that they
honestly they may have done that in the new one. I don't know.
You may have. We should probably.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it.
They it is interesting that they did that, even though he did do well.
He did do well. Again.
I thought he did good.
If they were gonna pick anybody in 1995, I'm not mad about that choice.
Yeah,
you know,
it was cool, and his voice is like kind of funny.
His voice is great. Yeah, exactly. He nails it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. He fucking nails it the entire time. So like, I'm not mad about it at all. But
it's weird that they whitewashed that, and then they have like such cool Asian leads. Still, like for.
Exactly. I think exactly. I think that's part of my problem is because like, and then the fucking sorcerer dude is he's the best fucking actor in the entire movie. He kills it.
They're the biggest parts of the movie, and they're you know, they're so good. So it's interesting that they did that, but I'm sure they just wanted the stardom.
Exactly, which is fair. And again, it's the 1990s, so I can understand that. But so anyway, so those are our three. Those are our our earthly heroes. Yeah. Long story short, they all end up going on to the boat that has the Mortal Kombat logo at the helm and stuff, which is great. Like, all right, sweet. Its eyes glow red.
That whole boat,
pretty sweet.
That whole boat was CG, by the way.
I know, which is weird because it's like
looks good.
Because like we already talked shit about the lizard and stuff, and then some of the like the opening scene when he's taking his soul, like the way the sky is and stuff looks real fucking bad. Because that was the first note I wrote was like CGI looks bad, not their fault though, like whatever, because of that opening scene. But the fucking boat looks amazing when it pulls up.
There's just like certain parts that look good, and
it's just like what?
It's because they're just like we said, it's early on, so they're figuring out like the right way to do it.
Exactly, and it was like foggy and stuff, so like you can kind of hide a little bit of it.
All the reptile shots that are really bad, it's because they're front and center. Yeah, and he's like close, and he's like bright. He like doesn't match any of the colors
because there wasn't as much like nuance to doing it at the time. So you like just the fact that it was on screen. And it was moving, and the actor was looking in the direction of where it was supposed to be was good enough. And like that's all you could really do at that time. Which again, is totally fair.
Sure. But they get on the boat.
They get on the boat, and then like, they meet Sub-Zero and fucking Scorpion, and they're like, "What the fuck is going?" It's literally like,
a cool part.
I did think it was interesting because like they kind of like fight with like, because Miss Blade, Sonya, she runs onto the boat because knockoff Terminator is like there, and so like that's how she gets on the boat. Anyway, long story short, they fight them for like a second, and then Raiden comes in and is like, "No, it's not time for that. Let me explain what's going on." So he explains. But Johnny Cage, like at first, was like, "What the fuck is going on? This guy's shooting ice, and then there's like snakes coming out of his fucking hand. What the fuck is going on?" And Raiden says like 2 minutes of like what's happening, and he's like, and he's immediately like, "Oh, okay, cool,"
Yeah,
and just
I'll
immediately
do it.
accepts it. And like Johnny Cage is the only one freaking out. The other two aren't freaking out. They're just like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, what's going on? Like, "Oh yeah, you're obviously some kind of a guy." Like, they immediately accept it, and Johnny Cage only freaks out for like a minute. And I was like, I get we're trying to get to the fights, but I was like, but like they don't care. Like,
yeah,
I need to care.
They
Like,
buy it pretty quick.
again, my big main thing is like you gotta have like it's a movie based on a video game. And, like, yeah, you want to stay true to a lot of stuff. And, obviously, it's Mortal Kombat, so you want a lot of fighting scenes and stuff. But we still got, like, an hour and 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Because this is all, like, in the first 15, 20 minutes. So we still got a lot of movie to do a lot of cool fight scenes. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to care about the fate of the Earth. And, like, these characters don't even see. Johnny Cage literally just like, "Okay, sweet. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Let's go."
Well, you definitely have to
like after freaking out for literally going, "What's going on? Oh my god, I'm freaking out." And then 5 minutes later, he's like, "Oh, okay, sweet. Like, I guess we'll start training. Wait for this boat ride to get to where we're going." Like what? Like, come on.
You do have to suspend
freak
your
out
belief.
a little bit.
You have to suspend your belief like a little bit.
Of
just
course.
For, like,
I mean, you always do. Any
context.
movie you watch, you have to. But I think you can. I shouldn't have to, like, suspend that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there is a limit with suspension of belief, where you can like, or it's like, okay, like I'll let that slide, even though that doesn't kind of make sense, but like it's okay. But then like that right there, I'm like, dude was literally on a film set.
Yeah.
8 hours before, and now he's in some
he just buys it.
otherworldly shit. Like the fate of humanity is on his shoulders, and these two strangers, also magic and other dimensions and other entities and everything are real.
That exist.
Yeah. And he just in 5 minutes accepts all that and is like, "All right, cool, let's save the world." Like, give me a little bit more struggle to accept it as you're going through it.
So I think
you know what I mean?
I think in the video games, I think there is some sort of explanation, like, because I mean, I think Liu Kang was trained under some, like.
Well, again, he comes from like the monks and everything, so he's a little more open to this kind of shit.
And he's open, and he's got like some sort of like.
Because when Raiden shows up, he's like, "That's not Raiden. He's bullshitting." Like, look at him. This isn't him. This is bullshit. That's not really him. And then he does his powers, and he's like, "Oh my god, that is him. Holy shit. He is real great." Like, you know what I mean? So he's already a little open to it. I understand that.
And I think in some of the games, like, even Sonya being, like, a part of, like, a special forces, I think it's understood that there are some, like, accepted supernatural, like, stuff in the world.
she has experienced it or seen it in some way, or maybe is such a good like law enforcement person because she has some kind of subconscious.
This may not be
ability.
like confirmed until some of the later games and stuff, but I think in the movie, like, that's just kind of like they're like, okay, they know that, but not, Johnny is definitely like
he's just
goofy,
he's just like,
what's
okay,
going on?
Fuck, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, cool, sounds sick."
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually they get to the island, and then fucking dude gives the fucking best fucking dialogue in the whole show when he does his little opening monologue.
Yeah.
To start the fucking tournament and shit. It's fucking amazing, dude.
It's so cool, man.
He's the best character. He has all the best lines because he actually like he's a character in my opinion that actually has motivation.
Yeah.
Like that is like, he's evil. Like he's like his motivation is awful and his means are ridiculous. You know what I mean? Which isn't necessarily a good character, but in this movie I'm like, cool. Like, I don't know. It worked. He just crushes it. He just crushes it so well.
Deliveries.
Yeah.
And like,
he's really good,
committed to the role.
Yeah, and he fucking hits it. And like everybody else, like, you know, I'm not saying that they didn't do what they could. Exactly, dude.
It's so cool.
It's so good. And then the fights start. And I got some qualms with the fighting.
Yeah.
So we kind of already talked about it like a little bit. So we have our Asian actors who are obviously trained in martial arts. So every time they fight, it looks really fucking good. And the choreography is really good, and the like filming of it is very good.
Yeah.
And then you have Sonya Blade up there.
Everyone else.
And anybody who doesn't have any martial arts training and is just an actor in the movie. And it was like watching WWE. I was like, man, this is rough. This is a really long, rough fight scene. And there was like a splash of those intermixed with some like pretty decent fight scenes. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, sure. Like, cause the actress, I can't remember her name, but she's the love interest in, Bridget Wilson. She's the love interest in fucking Billy Madison. You know what I mean? Like, and that's fine. And like, I love that movie and she's great in that movie, but I'm like, her fight scenes are particularly very WWE. Yeah. Like she's like hunched over on the ground more than enough.
The Kano fight scene.
Yeah. More than enough time to get up. And like get back into it, but she's just hunched over and he kicks her and she flies back, and it's just like there's certain fight scenes that are like too choreographed. And like again, like, and that was a big thing for me because again I was like, okay, yeah, sure, there's not going to be a lot of plot. Like they've already kind of gone over the Mortal Kombat plot from the games. So like let's get to the fighting. That's what we're all here for. And it was like a couple good ones and then like a bad one. And then like another good one and then a couple bad ones. And like, so that was a little frustrating for me and like kind of took me out of it. I was like, man, this is a movie, huh? Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. It looked a lot like when I try to play the games because I'm not good at it. So I was kind of just like me just spamming B or whatever the fuck to just make something happen so I can land a hit. But like,
so there's like,
I don't need to see that on screen. I know how bad I am at the game. I don't need to see a representation of that in this movie.
There's I could not agree anymore. There's so there's some really good fights in this movie.
The majority of them are very
there's
good
some really
and are entertaining.
So Liu Kang, played by Robin Chow, is
incredible.
He's fantastic. He does so much of the heavy lifting in the choreography in this movie.
Especially in the choreography.
So, because he's the only, besides Kiri Hiroki, the Shang Tsung, he's the only other guy that actually has any form of
experience. And that's the thing, and you can see that. Yeah. Like, that's apparent.
Both,
you know what I mean?
Both Sonya and Johnny Cage, they said they were like, we have absolutely zero experience like fighting and all that.
Don't know any of this.
So their scenes definitely show it.
Right, but I do respect, you know, that they're still in those scenes. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't bring in a ringer. They don't bring in a stunt double. Like, or if they do, it's not
Johnny
noticeable.
Cage has a stunt double in this movie.
Okay.
At certain points, he has a stunt double.
Okay.
Bridget Wilson,
they hit it well.
Did all her own scenes.
See, and I respect that.
Kind of cool.
I respect it.
But it definitely is.
But it's noticeable. That's noticeable. See, Johnny Cage like throwing in every little bit. Didn't notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like
just good cuts.
At least he's good cuts and good. And honestly, I think that's part of it too. I'm not putting it all on Bridget Wilson.
Oh, she did good.
It was her fight scenes. The editing of them are really bad. As well, you know what I mean? And like, you know, like, is that a product, you know, it's the chicken or the egg kind of a thing? Like, is it because like she wasn't good at doing the fight scenes, so they had to edit it the way they could with what they got after filming it? Or did she like do her best and like it could have been better, but they just didn't put a lot of effort into editing her fight scenes? Like, it could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way.
It's my understanding that when they filmed like all like the fight scenes for this movie,
right?
So the director Paul Anderson, it was like one of his first big budget movies,
right? So he was like,
and he didn't have like really any experience. Apparently, they were like filming these fight scenes like, you know, in a not very well. And then the guy that we just said at Robert Show had he'd been shooting a bunch of movies like in Hong Kong.
He'd been doing a bunch of like Asian films and stuff,
of,
and like
cool,
doing all the like 90s
like kung fu movies
and stuff. He's doing some of those.
He's been in movies with like Donnie Yen and stuff.
So I'm sure he knew through people like Jackie Chan and he was in that world. He was in like a Jackie Chan world of filmmaking.
He had like lots of experience.
Obviously, he wasn't as big as Jackie Chan, but
so he when they were filming like the movies, he was actually like a big reference. Like they were like shooting things, and he was like, "Hey, you're like
like you said, doing a lot of heavy lifting, like not only in like on camera but behind the scenes as well.
Almost like helping direct like the scenes." So
and that's apparent.
His scenes
because his are
awesome.
fucking awesome.
And you can tell like he's talented and like the one fight scene with like Reptile like close to the end where they're like, dude, like it looks so cool.
I will say though, since we're talking about fight scenes, I will say my favorite fight scene in the entire movie, hands down, is the Johnny Cage fucking Scorpio one when he like the setup for it is fucking ridiculous because we go from I don't even remember what fucking scene, but then it cuts to Johnny Cage and he's just walking in the fucking woods. He's just walking in the jungle for some fucking reason. Because again, part of it was like you never see the main three like narratively. Part of my issue with like the lack of plot is like you never see them talk to each other about what they're gonna do. They never lean on each other to be like, how are we gonna get through this and stuff.
Fight.
Yeah, it's fight, and like sometimes we're in scenes together, sometimes we're not, but like they don't have a camaraderie and stuff. And I'm like, they're fighting for me. I want to see some passion from them, But so regardless of that though, so Johnny, maybe he's doing some investigating that they talked about. My headcanon that would make the movie better is he was like, I'm gonna go do some research. I'm gonna go like while you guys are doing y'all's fights because y'all are up next, I'm gonna go sneak around and see if I can find any intel on like what's going on or like what's to come, so we can prepare. No, he's just
for a stroll in the woods.
In actuality, he's just walking around, picking up rocks, throwing them and stuff, like looking at trees and shit, and then all of a sudden fucking Scorpio's there. And you're like, okay, cool, here comes an impromptu fight scene. Like, sweet.
But tell me that that's not a cool
But it's
setting.
fucking awesome, because the setting is cool. It's cool at first, because they're in the jungle, and they're kind of like dodging trees and shit.
Trees are like...
and they're like kind of like using them to their advantage. It's like disadvantaging them at certain times and stuff, and that's cool. But then he fucking grabs him, and then they teleport to like hell basically. And like that's even fucking better. And you're like, oh yeah,
that set piece looked awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That set
like
design,
broken down,
all the fun set design, all the set design is very fun. It's very fun, and I love that because it was all like, like built sets. Today that's all CGI. And they're in a green room. They're in a green screen room. Like boring.
A lot of the
stupid.
So a lot of the shots for the island that they were on, like they're really cool looking on. Those are all real.
And and like when they're fighting in actual sand, and they're doing that choreography, which is cool. And you can tell, and it's awesome. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like,
so many cool.
I respect the location scouting and the set design for sure. Yeah. So then they go to hell basically, and it's fucking awesome. And then they fight and stuff, and then he fucking picks up the shield. They're like the fucking blade, giant saw shield and stuff, and he fucking like slices them up, and lava comes out of them and shit.
Like, takes off his mask.
And it's just a skull, and it's like again like bad 90s CGI, but like it works so well, and it looks fucking awesome. Like again, like modern day looking at it, it looks like shit, but like you can't help but love it. It's just got there's something endearing about it, about the way it looks. It looks exactly like the product of the time that it's supposed to be. And he fucking like, but then he cuts his head in half, and he like starts to like pop a little bit, and he's like, oh no, and he fucking runs away, and he jumps, and it explodes and shit. That's the best fight scene.
The best part about that, like after he explodes, and then like I don't know if you remember, like the little like signed headshot of Johnny Cage falls down.
It comes down as like to my biggest fan, as if he had them in his pocket at all time and stuff. Like
That's a shout out to one of his fatalities in the video game.
Exactly, dude.
For a friendship.
Exactly, like fucking great references. And that's when Scorpio says all of his lines, which are his fucking catchphrases. That's when he's like, when they're in the jungle, that's when he's like, come over here, get over here, and like come down from there when
They,
he
like-
jumps up in the scaffolding in hell
Also,
and
one of my
shit.
favorite
It's
scenes
so
is they
good.
teleport to like hell. You know, and like Scorpion just go and he goes, "Welcome."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's so
silly.
fucking perfect. So I fucking love that fight
good
scene.
scene. Good scene.
I will say though, with the fighting, one of my biggest issues with the fighting in general, is there is, and again, I don't need to be reminded about how bad I am at the game while playing the game. There's just so much roundhouse kicking, especially from Johnny Cage.
There's not enough roundhouse
No,
kicking.
there's literally nothing but roundhouse kicking. Like during like most of the fight scenes, just roundhouse, which is again, that's me button smashing trying to land a hit, and I'm like,
roundhouse kicks look cool.
I know they do, but I'm just like Johnny Cage. I think there's one fight scene. I don't even remember which one it is. He does like, he's got to do like 10 in a row, like just pop, 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 and I'm just like, oh my god, like holy shit, like. I'm like, okay, like cut to a different fight and then come
Do a
back.
different move.
Like, or not even that. Let him roundhouse kick for fucking 10 minutes straight. That's fine. But then like cut to like somebody else doing something different and then come back to him still roundhouse kicking. It was just like, it felt like 2 minutes straight of just like Johnny Cage, roundhouse, 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 roundhouse. And I'm like, I get it. Again, I know that I'm bad at the game. And that's what I look like when I'm playing the game.
That's why they put it in there.
Exactly. And honestly, if that is genuinely why they put it in there, then this movie's amazing, and I'm completely wrong. But like,
thinking.
I can't believe that that's the truth, right? Like,
Yeah.
they can't, because again, you've got oh my god, why can't I remember the
Liu Kang.
Lou,
Lou.
his fight scenes are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And like they took the time to like choreograph those fight scenes. Again, it's probably mostly him.
Yeah.
But like,
He's just good.
he's just good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. I also thought the Scorpio fight was good, obviously.
Mhm.
But then the Sub-Zero fight with the water and stuff was very anticlimactic and over in like
With
2 minutes.
His one with Liu Kang, or the one where he just fought like
The one with Liu.
jobber?
The
Okay.
one with Lou when like
He, like,
10,000-year-old woman is like,
Katana.
yeah, Katana is like Katana. Her name is Katana.
Dude, so she yeah.
Okay, I
She-
thought that's what her name was, but I was like, that can't be right.
So she's-
but I mean, again, it's Mortal Kombat.
I don't
so.
know who that actress is. She's definitely the worst out of all.
Yeah,
of
she's
the
pretty
movies.
rough. She
She's
has like
pretty bad.
it's which is shocking because she has like the least amount of lines,
yeah.
like out of like almost
And
anybody.
still manages to
And
do
like
it.
Scorpio has less lines. He's still better.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because he's saying his catchphrases and he's doing it like in like a good voice, but like yeah, she's
It's
pretty
bad.
rough.
So
and
like,
like
that
what-
scene is pretty cool.
Well, just the fucking like when she's fighting, they're fake fighting, so she can like help because like that's part of his destiny and all that shit. Which is again, cool motivation, good story. Like good story on his part. He's like the main character and stuff, so he's got a little bit more story compared to the other two.
He doesn't have much
Um,
story.
I mean,
Got like he
what's the-
wants to revenge his brother.
None of them have much
None
story,
of it-
but he
there's
has
not a
the
lot of
most.
development
But he
in
has the
that.
most because he
Sure.
has that thing with her where he's like,
Yeah.
like, and she's like, well, like, here's what you do, and she's like, use the element,
That
the
gives
life-giving
life.
element
Which is so
in your next
that's
fight,
such
and
a
he's like,
silly
what? And then fucking Raiden's there, and he's just like, I just got these 2 buckets of water. Let me just drop those right here. And like, oh, someone's coming, disappears, and then Liu comes in there, and fucking Sub-Zero's there, and they're fighting. They literally fight for like 30 seconds. Again, good choreography because
There's some cool
because
stuff.
Lu's there.
There's one scene where he like runs up the wall.
Yeah,
and, stuff.
and that's cool. And like it's a good one because it's a scene with Lou. But again, it's like they fight for 30 seconds. Sub-Zero does some icicle force shield thing,
yeah.
and she comes comes around the corner. Like it's not like a vision or like a memory. She
Just
literally
like,
comes
she's
around the
like
corner.
hanging.
It's like, hey, don't forget. Remember
love
that element? Water.
I love that it
Buckets of
repeats
water.
the tip,
Yeah, she's like
in his
buckets
mind.
of water. Like, but she's standing there. Like
Yeah.
she's physically actually there, and I'm just like, this could have been like a memory, like a quick flashback
It
kind of
should've
thing.
been.
Is my like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, oh yeah, fucking water, And he like gets it, he throws the bucket, and it's over, and Sub-Zero's dead. And I'm like, that took like 2 minutes. The fucking Scorpio fight with Johnny Cage was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was so much better. And I was like, so like that was a big part of like the fighting that bothered me too, was like fight to fight is like mostly good, but then like the bad is like very noticeable. But then the length of the fight scenes and like just how easy some of them are. Like
Some
Scorpio,
of the pacing is weird.
the pacing of it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the way to phrase it. That's the word I was looking for. The pacing of the fight scenes is kind of weird, and then the whole movie as a whole, because most of it is fighting, which it should be because it's a fucking Mortal Kombat movie. The one with Johnny Cage and Scorpio takes so long, and it's awesome, and it's worth it. He fucking blows up at the end.
Yeah,
His skull head gets cut in half, and there's fucking lava coming out of it.
Yeah. It's a fatality.
Yeah, it's literally like an intense fatality. Again, you have the cheeky photo coming down, like literally like just from like fucking awesome. Fucking Sub-Zero gets a bucket of water thrown at him, and he freezes, and then like pops, and
done.
all within like 2 or 3 minutes. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, make those the same length, because they're supposed to be equally as bad and dangerous. You know what I mean? But like Scorpio seemed to be the much more difficult character.
Yeah.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't they supposed to be like pretty similar in like the game in terms of like abilities and leveling and like
I mean, they're both.
how hard of an opponent they are and stuff? Or is Scorpio like a bigger bad than Sub-Zero?
I mean,
because I thought they were like twins, is like kind of what the lore is.
they're not. So they're not. No, they're not.
Well, they're not human.
twins.
They're not human really in general.
They're mortal enemies, actually.
Oh.
Which is actually a funny thing because in this movie, like when I first saw them, like they first show up and they're on the same side, and you're like, they're not. They're supposed to be enemies. That's not how it's supposed to be.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck this
Well,
movie.
Initially, it
This
says
movie's
that,
bad.
And then Shang, and then,
He does
and
mention
then Shang
it.
Tsung literally is like he literally like, explains it in like one line. He's like,
It's perfect though.
he's like, oh, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, like strongest,
foes,
foes, like, but they're slaves under my power. And
Right.
it's like that you hear that and you're like, oh, okay,
That's
well,
right. Like
that's all it took.
He didn't kill them, but he has their soul. So now
Yeah.
they're doing whatever I say, and I say they're best friends.
That's all it takes.
And I say
for
they're
you to
best
be, like,
buds,
suspend
so-
belief and be like, okay, I guess they're on a team.
Which is more than enough
Yeah. So like they're not.
for
they're,
this movie. For that point, that's more than enough. So I will give them that. I'll give them that. But yeah, but I do think that the discrepancy between like, since they set it up for that to be like, this is like they're like basically the same. They both have mystical powers. They're wearing the exact same outfit except warm color and cool color.
Yeah, they're just palette swapped.
And like one, literally palette swapped. And then one has a crazy awesome fight scene that was like really difficult for Johnny Cage and stuff. And then he throws a fucking bucket of water at him.
I think it's because
And that is a little frustrating for me.
So that
You
part
know what I
does
mean?
suck. They definitely do.
Especially because Lou's is the best fighter.
Yeah.
Like in the entire movie, he's the best fighter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're gonna like. So I felt like I got like cheated out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they definitely could have made that fight scene way longer because I mean, Liu Kang has the most fight scenes in this movie for sure because he's the best, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
So,
they
if anything,
of course leaned into him, and he's the main character of the thing, so it makes sense.
If anything, they did Sub-Zero dirty, but Sub-Zero does have a different. Sub-Zero's like the blue ninja in this movie, like as well. He has this different scene earlier in the movie where he just gets to fight this like jobber, like nobody henchman guy.
Yeah.
Which is one of the funniest scenes in the whole
Is that the one
movie.
where he jumps and is like kick?
No,
like because who's that?
That's when Liu Kang fights Reptile.
That's when he fights Reptile.
there's
That's
this
what I'm
one
thinking.
scene
Yeah, he's like,
where
that was
so
pretty
that's
fucking.
a thing he does in the video
Yeah.
game.
No, it definitely. It's like even if you haven't played the video games, you know that's something. And I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That's again, references are really great. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome.
There's this one scene with like Sub-Zero where he's like fights this like henchman guy. You know, like you saw like the henchmen who were just like the guys with like the red.
Oh yeah, because
claws on
when
their head.
after Sorcerer gives his amazing speech and is like, here's a taste of what you have to come, and Sub-Zero comes out there and like dude, he's standing there and the random henchman like does this like 5-minute like, oh look how tough and strong I am, and he runs to him and immediately he just fucking kills the shit out of him, freezes him and he blows up and his head rolls off and stuff. Like, yeah, those guys, yeah.
That scene made me think of.
It's
so
fucking
you just
hilarious.
explained- that made me think of like you remember that like scene from like Indiana Jones.
Yes, dude.
Where he like does like, he had, like, the guy who does like the sword move.
Does the
and
fucking
he
sword and he just fucking shoots him and walks away.
I wrote, like that scene
It's-
made me think of that.
It's literally that. Like, it's the exact same vibe, and it works, and it's hilarious. It's like it's a great reference to like a fucking great like action adventure, like high fighting scene movie and stuff. So do love that. But yes, one of those henchmen when Lou's fighting him. What does he do?
Well, that was in the scene where he just fights Sub-Zero.
Right.
Sub-Zero, he just Sub-Zero just gets like a cool like establishing shot before.
Yeah.
Whereas I guess like Scorpion didn't. He just got more screen time. Is what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's fair, but like, I feel like they should have had.
It could have been a cooler scene.
They could have been more balanced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or at least that fight, even if it only took that little bit, like the immediate, like he's like, oh, I'm defeated. Oh wait, yeah, water, because she's right there. Now I remember, because she's actually right. That honestly is the part that bothers me the most about it. And then he literally just picks up a bucket of water, and he just goes, yeah, and throws it at him. It goes right through the ice, hits him, and he goes, and he honestly does like a Scooby-Doo, like, and fucking gets destroyed. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, that's such a bummer. And then honestly, that's not as bad as I got cheated out of that fight. You know what's even the fight that I get fucking cheated out of even worse? That was infuriating. Fucking Johnny Cage facing forearm dude, Goro. He's there, he's talking shit. Goro's over there talking shit to him. Johnny Cage is like, hey, whatever, I got this. Fight starts, apparently officially. Johnny Cage does the fucking splits, which was great, and was like, that's impressive. And he punches him in the nuts, and Goro goes, oh, and like heels over, and everyone's like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? And Johnny Cage runs away. And I literally have in my notes, like, I say, he just punches him in the nuts and fucking runs. I swear if we don't get a big Johnny Cage fight with this dude, I'm going to lose it. Cut 2, catches up with him. They're on the edge of a cliff. Johnny Cage dodges Goro a couple times and then roundhouse kicks him in the face 5 times to knock him off the fucking cliff.
Hell yeah.
I don't need to be reminded about how I win at this game. Give me a big fight scene with the forearm dude, because like all we get is him of Goro fucking just like it's like him, like you see him like throw his arm and then it's cut to somebody falling down on the ground and they're done, and like we get like 30 seconds of him just beating the shit out of people like very quickly like that, and then Johnny Cage comes in just like kick, and he falls off the cliff, and he gives him a little cheeky one-liner as he like falls to his death.
Like $500 sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shit like that. And I'm like,
such a good line.
It is a good line, but it's all it's
fall down.
It's literally, yeah, exactly. This is the part you're supposed to fall down. Call back to earlier when he was filming his movie before all this shit happens and he realizes all this shit is going on. But which is great. It was a great line, but like, again, he catches him and it's like 10 seconds of him kicking him in the face, and then he falls over off the cliff, and I'm just like, God damn it. God damn it, I got cheated again. So that was very offensive to me personally.
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool like scene because of so Goro, the four-armed monster in this movie. He's kind of like this big beast creature.
Right, and he's the guy who did all the fucking effects, basically.
So yes. So in he's like the big like sub boss before the game. He's like this big mean creature, and like the character they used in the movie is it's a practical suit that they made.
Yeah, which looks in certain scenes he looks really fucking good.
Looking.
He looks really good. Some scenes he doesn't look as good, but like other scenes when like it's mainly focused on him, he looks really good. So I'm not mad about that.
So it was a like from like waist up dummy that they would put on the guy. And
he would fucking Jim Henson it and like puppeteer it more or less when he needed to.
Arms and there was like animatronics in the face. And stuff. It's supposed to.
Yeah, because when he speaks, like his mouth is moving like at the appropriate like
sometimes
like most of the time. Most of the time it's accurate, but
it looks so cool that it
It doesn't
works.
even matter, yeah.
But like you can tell, like despite it being a really cool practical effect,
Right.
it's super clunky.
Yeah, it's
He's
clunky.
earlier.
Yeah.
Because like in like the video game, he's supposed to be this like big brute that can like move around real quick.
Oh yeah,
and,
but he's
like,
agile still.
agile.
Yeah.
He's he can like move. But in like the movie, you can tell
Yeah.
like the arms are moving around like kind of weirdly.
Yeah,
and,
like they're kind of like you move one of the arms on the left side, and the top one kind of moves too.
There's no
you know?
weight behind
Right.
anything that he's doing.
Exactly.
So like it looks cool, but like you can tell that like there's its range of motion.
Right, and I understand that they're restricted by the times. Again, it's 1995. They're still doing practical effects, like, because that's still like the main thing.
Yeah.
And they're doing the CGI when they need to, and I get that, but there is a way to edit that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is a way to edit, even if it's literally just like take some of those shots or shoot like similar shots, maybe a little bit better, but like similar shots to when you see him swiping his arm and then like it cut to a different shot of a dude falling over, and like that 30 seconds of that. Like shoot him flailing around and stuff, and then cut to Johnny Cage like getting hit or like dodging and stuff like that. Do some wide shots of them, like, and like him like going and Johnny Cage dodging. Like if you go wide, you can kind of hide some of that. If you do, and it's fast paced because it's a fight scene. You know what I mean? Like you can do that.
Yeah.
It could work with what they had at the time. And so I was just and I think I was just disappointed that I understand that Johnny Cage is like the cheekiest of the characters. Like he's the one with the more of the quibs and one-liners and all that shit. But like the splits into the nuts and then running away and then just roundhouse. He's off the cliff. I was like, come on. I'm a little upset about that.
It definitely. So it was like kind of funny because I mean, like the splits into. So this character is largely based off Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes. Yeah. The actual video game character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is based off him, and they
after Johnny Cage, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Like,
Johnny.
It
literally works.
Yeah.
So they actually
like,
wanted him to play him in this,
which would have been fucking awesome.
Would have been awesome.
Which would have been awesome.
But he, for whatever reason, he didn't do it. So like that was like one of his things that he did like in the video game. He would like do like the splits, like things. So you see
and
that,
then do an
like,
uppercut.
Oh shit! Like he did the fucking thing.
Again, it is a reference.
So it's
it
like
is
a
a
funny
reference.
thing, but like, and then he literally has the scene where Johnny Cage literally like runs off. And
I know, and that's what I'm saying. He runs off.
Even the playing field.
I guess, but I don't know. It's just like, and again, I understand that he is.
Take him off a mountain.
I understand that he is a human, and this is literally a 4-armed beast creature. So he's like trying to play his odds, as best he can and stuff. But like, because obviously, the end of the movie, everything is fine. They won, and then they set up the second one with who is it that comes at the very end? Shao Kahn, yeah. He comes in at the very end. They're like, okay, well, here's our second movie. Like, this is where we're gonna go after this and stuff. So it's like, obviously, I know everything's gonna work out and stuff. So like, give me a little more. Like, make me more worried that it might not. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They definitely, yeah, I agree. They also definitely set up, like, the sequel, like, right off the bat.
Which is fine. No, I mean, honestly, I'm not...
the video game does, too,
honestly. It might, but also that is how you set up a sequel. Everything from the first story that you've told is wrapped up with a nice, pretty bow. But then something bad happens that you could either leave right there or you could expound on, depending on if people want more. Yeah. Which is where Mortal Kombat, I believe it's Mortal Kombat Annihilation, is the second one in '97. Like 2 years later, they do that, and then that's like the main focus.
You ever seen
and
that
stuff.
movie?
I haven't.
Oh man,
it's bad.
It's real bad.
Worse than this one?
Oh my god, this movie's good. This movie's good.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, it's really bad.
Yeah, we can do a whole other episode on that.
Yeah, well, we can't do that because if we're both just gonna talk shit. I'll take this good one on that. Maybe we'll do that. Good luck. All right. Well, maybe I'll get around to it and watch it. But like genuinely, that is like the best way to set up a sequel. Like it's a common like example is like of like in like I've like like I've tried to like write stuff and everything and like I've read about writing and like and stuff and like everything I see about it is basically like like the best way to set up a sequel if you want to potentially expound on your story after you finish your first thing is have have the last scene be your hero comes back from their amazing journey where everything didn't go as planned, but everything is as good as it can be now. And then they come home to their village to finally rest, and their village is on fire.
Yeah.
Because now it can either be what was the whole point worth it if you don't expound on it, or you could be like, well, this is where the next one starts. What is this? Like, what is the journey now? And stuff like that. And they kind of do that in this, where they're like, well, we did it. All that shit's over with. And then this even bigger bad comes and is like, I'm going to fuck you up. And it's either like, okay, you can either just assume they just go and kick that person's ass, or they get fucked and it was all not worth it in the end. You know what I mean? So, like, I didn't hate that.
Yeah.
I may hate it after I finally watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because you're saying it's pretty rough, but
it is
I'm excited to check it out though for myself.
But I think another big highlight of this movie is its final scene of Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung.
Yeah, the two best fighters.
Is
the two best fighters
in the movie.
Yeah, it is,
because you have the two people who know the best of what they're doing.
Again, this is the best one. My favorite one is the Johnny Cage Scorpio one. That's my favorite.
Which is great.
But this is the best.
I 100% agree.
This is the best.
That one's such a good one. But this one is just like it's got the best choreography.
100%.
It's got a cool setting.
100%.
It's got, because it's so, you know, of course, like the fight starts and it's like Shang Tsung, who's like you know, the sorcerer.
Oh yeah, because they cut to, he was like, oh, like whoever wins this fight between Goro and Johnny Cage, like I get to fight the winner, or I can pick. He's like, or I can pick, and he picks fucking Sonya Blade, and they're like, no, and then he takes her into a portal into where that scene goes, and then they like get there, yada, they get there because he like twists that on it and stuff, and he's like, no, I'm gonna fight her because I'm gonna kick her ass. You saw her WWE fight earlier. I'm gonna kick the shit out. He's like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of her, and they're like, no, like no, like he's like, Johnny's got a stunt double. He's like, and I'm a professional. Please fight one of us. Like,
so you, I kind of forgot about that. So throughout the whole movie,
I only remember that because that's like a brief moment of actual plot.
So yeah, for some reason, like Shang Tsung just like kidnaps this. Because he gives like the deal.
He makes the deal with Johnny Cage. He's like, your next fight, like, it's something along the lines of like, I fight the winner.
Yeah.
And he's like, cool. And then he's like, or I can fight whoever I pick if I decide to. And Johnny Cage, being Johnny Cage, is like, it's a fucking fantastic deal.
He's like, okay, sure.
He's like, that's fucking on. That's a great deal. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Fucking Raiden shows up, because I did kind of like this. Raiden shows up and he's like, no. That's not. He's like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. And
dude, in that scene, also Raiden pops up literally from like behind a pole.
Yeah, he doesn't mystically pop up.
He
it's literally like he mystically pops up and then pops out, which again is hilarious. And I like the Raiden character because he does that. He's like, I could literally just like bust in the middle of them with my magical powers. Yeah. He's like, but instead I'm gonna like pop out like I've been here the whole time.
It's like he was literally like listening.
Exactly, exactly. So I do love that. I do really like. I think his character is very funny, but I genuinely really like what Johnny Cage's best line in the movie is. He like makes the deal. Raiden's like, you're an idiot. That's dumb. He's gonna fuck you up. He's tricking you. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, Johnny Cage says something along the lines of like, well, you know, it's not really up to you because it is Mortal Kombat. After all, and like we're the mortals and we're the ones that are fighting. So you don't really have a fucking say in it. And he walks away, and Raiden kind of like he goes around the corner. Raiden's like looking at him, and he's kind of like, all right. He's just kind of like,
finally get it.
Yeah, exactly. He says something. And he's like, all right, you finally fucking understand what's going on.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty cool.
He's like, that's cool. And like, I was like, okay, cool. Some like actual character development from the egotistical Johnny Cage. But that's how we get exactly, not just punchlines and fucking roundhouse. But so that's how he ends up taking, after the fight with Goro, he ends up taking Sonya and is like, nah, I'll fight her, you dumb bitch. You remember they made this stupid deal with me? Haha. And he teleports to the fucking awesome set.
Yeah.
Please describe it.
Really cool set.
It's a really cool set. It's definitely one of the best sets in the movie.
Yeah, I agree completely. Really cool. Like you could tell they spent like a lot of time on a lot of these sets. And
That was definitely the one they put the most time into. They all look good, but this one, like, they're like, we're really putting it in on this one, which is awesome.
Really shines. Starts out with like the cool, got like the cool dragon logo on the ground, and the Mortal Kombat logo,
of course, which is chef's
so
kiss.
You got that right on the ground, and then like later on in the scene when they're fighting, on the upper part. Spikes appear on the stage, which is a reference to one of like the video game stages, like in Mortal Kombat. You got like the pit stage with like the spikes coming out, and you just have this really cool scene,
and it's all like blue and shit,
and it's all
and so it's like kind of different because everything else has been like hot and warm, like all of it stuff, but now we're like opposite, like the palette swap. That but it works because now it's like, honestly, it's like kind of low key. Oh my god, I'm about to defend this movie. I'm not supposed to do this.
Welcome.
It honestly is kind of interesting because it's kind of like I don't think this is intentional, but it's kind of interesting because it's kind of like honestly kind of a reference to Dante's Inferno, where the entire time through the 9 levels of hell they're going down and it's all hot and hot and hot and stuff, but then they get to the 9th one where Lucifer actually is, and it's fucking freezing. It is cold and blue and dry instead of hot and like melting and like fiery and stuff. Then you get to the very bottom one where the worst shit is, and that's what's there. It's the opposite of everything that's been happening, and they kind of emulate that visually. God damn it!
It's very
Fuck.
Cool. Great,
Fuck! I'm really mad about that. Like I genuinely want to know if that was like part of the intention, because like you basically come fucking he is kind of the devil. He's doing bad shit for the sake of doing bad shit. He's stealing people's souls for the sake. Oh my god, is this whole fucking movie a fucking retelling of fucking? And there's literally different levels that you have to do and shit. Is this literally Dante's Inferno? Is that what we're?
I don't know. It could be some reference, because I know so this movie does a great job of making references to other things. Mortal Kombat takes a bunch of inspiration from Enter the Dragon,
right?
The Bruce Lee movie,
of course.
Same concept. It's like this big tournament on this island and all this other cool stuff. So
but then throw in some supernatural and otherworldly elements.
Yeah, make it a little crazy,
a little more exciting, and you can do a fire or fucking ice.
Fireballs.
Yeah,
and it takes several references to all this sort of stuff. Raiden is basically ripped out of Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah. Character ripped straight.
But he's also kind of low key like a mythological creature.
Yeah,
of sorts.
He's like God of Thunder. So you have this really cool reference. So
and then you have Goro is literally a mythological creature. He's literally a mythological creature and stuff like that. God damn it, I'm so mad.
Coming around?
No, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Continue describing the final fight scene because it's the best. And I'm going to think about it while you talk.
Yeah, it's just...
Because I need to rewatch the movie.
But it's kind of like this great ending scene. You finally get Liu Kang fighting Shang Tsung, avenging his brother.
Yes.
And Shang Tsung fight's really cool. It's kind of like one of... it's cool when you finally... He's actually a sorcerer, so he's actually raising he's raising warriors to fight him, so it's kind of unique in that cool way. And then after Liu Kang starts winning, Shang Tsung he transforms because he can that's something he could do in the game.
Because that's how he gets that's also how he gets Johnny Cage to go to the tournament. He shows up as this former trainer.
That's right,
and it's hey, there's this tournament you need to go, and he hands him this fucking weird cryptic scroll. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he kind of gives him he's like, it's just a tournament. And he's like, all right, well, if this will make me the best, because he's an egotistical piece of shit. And then as he's walking away, he turns back and stuff. So so So
I
they
love
do
that
allude
scene
to that
too,
I
because
do
like
too.
he just gives Johnny Cage this like scroll of like Chinese like scripts and stuff.
Exactly,
and
in
it's
this
like,
like
how's he supposed to
in
figure
this
out what it is?
intricate box and stuff.
Yeah,
And he's like, yeah, there's a boat leaving tomorrow morning at this harbor. Like, you better be there. This is
I'll
your chance to
figure
be
it
the
out.
best, bro. And he's like, well, okay, man. You're my,
got it.
like, whatever you say. Again, very flat Johnny Cage
No,
character.
Can you give me like a little bit more details
Yeah,
on
like,
this?
exactly. But regardless, again, he's just accepting of everything that's happening to him.
Yeah,
But
Johnny
again,
Cage just
so
is all
he
good with it.
so he changes.
Yeah.
He transforms
So
right as Lou's about to fucking get the fatality on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
And like he transforms and like has his like last ditch effort.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm gonna like try to like confuse him, which is also kind of funny because he transforms literally right in front of Liu Kang.
Yeah.
So like he doesn't know.
He's like, I know this is you. Yeah.
I guess you have to kind of like believe like he's it somehow messes with his mind.
He's distracted. He's got hit in the head a bunch, so
Yeah, but-
maybe he'll forget.
But he's not buying it. You
Yeah.
know, he's like, it's this bull. Like, you killed my brother. And he gives like the awesome last scene where he starts to like beat him down, and he gives him like the kick off the edge.
Hell
and
yeah.
flies, shakes him, flies off the side into the pits,
Into the fucking spikes.
just like the game. More like fatality.
Oh
like,
yeah,
so
the best
cool.
fatality that you can get.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was the coolest. Yeah, stage fatality. Like
Yeah.
it was, like such a cool scene. Like in the movie, like it was definitely like the best part of the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
So they win the
they
tournament.
fucking win.
They win the tournament.
Earth is saved. All the other worlds are saved
Yep.
because they can't even compete anymore
Yep.
because dude's fucking gone.
Outworld is gone. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about him anymore. They're throwing like this big party at like the Shaolin Temple,
Ooh,
like all this cool
everything's
stuff.
going good.
And then like
they're all best friends.
yeah, they're celebrating. They're all doing all the stuff, and then like last like 5 minutes, like all of a sudden the sky starts turning like dark, and like lightning comes in, and then in this
cut
sky,
back to the bad CGI from the same shot.
yeah, literally,
It's literally the
exact
same shot from the beginning of the movie with different bad CGI.
And they like
to have a different thing.
superimpose this like person in the
Yeah,
sky,
giant
like the
thing in the
shadow,
sky,
and it like
yeah.
looks super funny.
He's just like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
And it's Shao Kahn.
And they're like,
the
what
Emperor.
the fuck? And Raiden's like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
super scared. Like, Raiden's even scared.
Nah,
and
dude,
stuff.
Raiden does the same. So Raiden, he's like, what does Shao Kahn says something along the lines of like, oh you fools, like I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
oh yeah,
like,
you're
take over
typical.
the world.
You're typical.
And then
He's like, you can't stop me.
Raiden says like his like catchphrase because he says it like 4 times this movie where he's
Oh my
like,
God,
I don't
yeah.
think so.
I don't think so.
And then like they all like
And they all fist up and stuff, and then fucking roll credits.
By the way,
Just-
it played and then it plays the fucking theme song.
Oh yeah, the music was
Dude,
great. The music was great the entire time, like the main
song-
theme, and then like other like little interludes and stuff that like were
That
really good.
soundtrack to that movie is so good.
It's really fucking good. Yeah,
that
it's
song
it's
where
good.
it's like, is it the Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, dude.
I
Yeah,
didn't realize
taking
this.
taking the music from like the games and stuff, and like
Oh, that was made for this movie.
or it was made for the movie, but then like
About the game.
But then they have don't they have like music from the games kind of like intermixed?
No,
none of it.
This is all like.
Oh,
for
this
this
is all
movie.
just for the movie.
Also
Wow.
kind of cool. That
Fucking great original soundtrack.
That
though.
great soundtrack. That like main song,
Yeah.
the one that the literally the film opens up to.
Yeah,
where it's,
yeah,
like, does like the whole thing.
Mm.
First ever soundtrack to go platinum for EDM of all time.
Really?
Yeah. First ever EDM platinum soundtrack
Wow.
of all time
Ever.
which is kind of cool.
Even over fucking oh my god. Oh my god, why can't I think of them?
It was fun.
Oh my god, oh my god, I hate myself so much right now. The ones with the fucking mask that did the Tron Legacy fucking soundtrack.
Oh, Daft Punk.
Daft Punk. They didn't get the first EDM like electronica platinum record.
No, it was so this is in the EDM
in that genre, which is
this soundtrack.
Because this isn't a music podcast, but like Daft Punk is electronica EDM-y type stuff.
I don't know exactly what genre they fall into exactly, but I can tell you that this was the first ever.
I mean, because they were popping off like this. I mean, 90s.
This is 95.
This
Yeah,
is
they were
95. Like
active.
they were
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
Around the World said 80 times in a row. That
Well, I
album didn't go platinum
like I said,
first.
I think it's a different genre, but this song.
It's still in the same world though.
I mean, well, you mean
More or
you
less.
can say that about a lot of music, but
That's fair. Again, this isn't a music podcast.
So, but that song,
regardless,
there's so many songs on that soundtrack that are great, but that main one, platinum, and it hits.
It does. It hits super fucking hard.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Pretty
Wow.
cool.
I mean, I knew I really loved the music while just watching it, and just being like, yeah, it's
That song
sick.
was everywhere.
It was.
I feel like,
It was everywhere.
like even like growing up, like I mean.
Oh yeah, I'll
like,
fully admit, if I have seen this movie before last night, I don't remember it, but I either remember the music from seeing it the first time I ever saw it, or just from hearing it everywhere growing up, because it genuinely was everywhere. I was like, I know these songs.
I feel like for some reason,
why do I know this music so well?
For some reason, they would always play that song at like the roller rink in my
yes, like roller
town,
rink.
for some
Honestly, that
reason.
might be it too. Because I mean, who the fuck didn't go to roller rinks growing up? Roller rinks were the shit.
Like, laser tag and roller rink.
Exactly, dude. Oh my, dude, they definitely played it at laser tag.
Oh yeah,
they definitely played that shit
for
at laser
sure,
tag.
dude.
Oh my god, that
because it was like that.
That might be why I know it so much. Because there was a fucking. What was it called in Nashville? It was called Strike and Spare over off of Charlotte Road. It's called Strike and Spare, but they had a laser tag. Like they had like it was a bowling alley where they had like here's some video games. Like they have laser tag and stuff. So I remember we would do that shit all the fucking time.
Memphis, it was called Fun Quest. Shout out to Fun Quest.
Shout out Fun Quest. Strike and Spare is no longer in existence. It was a very sketchy place to go. It was just close to my house growing up. It was very sketchy.
Yeah, I feel like that was
so sketchy to the point where we stopped going, and then it did not exist to me. It does not exist.
Bro.
So, but the laser tag was awesome.
Yeah,
and they definitely played that song.
I'm
I'm having like a fucking Vietnam flashback.
Yeah,
because I was shooting stuff. I remember that song. That's honestly definitely where I heard it.
Up,
yeah, exactly, dude, because it's so fucking good. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, the music is great. No qualms about the music. I'll give you that. I got one thing that I do want to talk about real quick, and then I'm gonna give you, and then we're gonna do a little bit more chatting about one thing. It's pretty short, but then I'm gonna give you my major thesis of like why I think this is a bad movie. So even after everything we've talked about,
I was about to say, I thought I converted you.
I mean, the Dante's Inferno thing is still kind of tripping me out a little bit. I'm still a little freaked out about that because I can't believe, first of all, that I didn't even see it, or the fact that like it might actually make sense. I need to rewatch the movie and like look at it from that scope. But so the main character Lou, we get a lot of, we get the most character development and like journey from him, which he's the main character, so that makes sense. He has the thing with Katana and like his brother and stuff, and like for me that's the most like passionate, like thriving thing, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing I can relate to the most.
Who's that?
Lou, his journey, his arc.
Sure.
And then Sonya's arc is she wants to avenge her partner. She has a personal vendetta. It's like, okay, yeah, I get that, but it's not very fleshed out. And Johnny Cage is just an egotistical dick and wants to be the best, and by the end he learns to not.
He's fighting his ego.
Yeah, he's fighting his ego the entire time, and that's his journey and stuff. But like, they don't play on any of them, like really throughout, except for arguably Lou, and just barely, just enough to have a continuity narrative. What pisses me off is, or what the frustrating thing is, they have a meeting. They find the first time, like, you know, like the 3/4 through the movie, right before the climax, like the rising action before the big climax and stuff, right before the roundhouse kicks to kick Goro off the thing. Like I think it's like right before there, sometime just right before. They have a meeting with all three of them. Have a meeting with Raiden. And they're basically like, oh, this is so hard. Like, oh, we're never going to win. And he goes up to them one by one and he's like, hey, Johnny Cage, you're an egotistical asshole. Don't do that. And maybe you'll be better. And he's like, whoa. He goes to Sonya and he's like, you can't trust anybody because of what happened to your partner. Maybe you should trust people. And she's like, whoa. And then he goes to Lou and he's like, you're fighting to avenge your brother, but maybe you should be fighting to save everyone. And he's like, whoa, because you're the chosen one and that's your destiny. Stop fighting your destiny. Whoa. And that's it. And then they're the most powerful and smartest people in the entire thing. Well, that's it. It takes a 5-minute conversation from God to fix everything. And there's like, no, besides Lou, there's hardly any reference to them because there's so much fighting. And there's nothing in between the fighting.
Well, I think it's important to note that this movie was, which, by the way, was rated PG-13.
Yes.
Was made for that reason because it was made for younger kids.
Right.
Like people who saw it at that
and
age,
it was
like
PG,
me.
and it was PG-13, but the target audience was PG. Because there's not even really that much like risque.
I don't know about that. I mean, people who play Mortal Kombat was like me. I mean, you were in your early teen years, you know. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think of like when I saw this movie, man. But I mean, like, I had to have been like 12, 13. I mean, I had to have been around that area. But
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's like,
so when when he's saying these things, like,
I guess in terms of the content, it has a PG-13 rating, and I'm like surprised because Indiana Jones has more like sexual references, and again, there wasn't a PG-13 rating at the time. The PG-13 rating is the newest rating. They were like, we need something between PG and R, and stuff. And like, so Indiana Jones, like now, the newer ones are all PG-13 and stuff. So like, maybe that's part of it. But I was like, there's not as much like sexual innuendo, which gives it a 13 rating. There's not any language that gives it a 13 rating.
They did that for a specific reason because, like we were saying, is a product of its time. It's one of the first video game movies,
right?
Where they were like, we're gonna make this thing that's about a video game. We need as broad of an audience as we can,
right?
So
exactly.
like, we can't make this R-rated video game movie now. You know, or I'm sorry, now you could probably do that.
Yeah, in 1995 you couldn't.
Because you needed the ticket sales from a younger audience.
Yeah, and it was a big budget. It was the first big budget video game.
It was the first big. Yeah, it was the first thing.
So you needed to expand your horizons with your target audience.
Yeah, so I feel like it, and being this game which prides itself on being this, like, you know, one of the first, like, you know, super violent, like, over the top.
Oh yeah, for 1995, like in that era and stuff, like this was a very violent video game.
Well,
they've gotten a lot more violent.
Yeah,
but.
so I mean, anyone who like doesn't know, like, Mortal Kombat, like, has a history of being this like breakthrough video game where like it had this huge public outrage.
Oh yeah.
For even though it was like an old game and it was like all, you know, pixels and like it doesn't like look real, there was huge outrage when it came out. People were like freaking out. People would, you know, protest it
because the whole point of the game was to beat the shit out of the other person.
Yeah, it was
that's the goal.
Yeah,
is to be the more violent one.
You could, like, you know, maybe characters had fatalities where you're like ripping someone.
Oh yeah, and then like the blood.
Yeah,
like there's so much blood in it.
Yeah,
like
it was one of the first games to like cause like the like games to have like more of like a rating system.
Yeah, and then like the violent video games make violent people. Like playing violent video games make you more violent. No, they don't. Quick sidebar on that. So I was a communications major, which for people in the North, that's basically like a journalism major. And we had to do like a mass media studies class that everybody had to take. And the teacher, she'd been teaching it for like 20 years. And as soon as she was like, your big paper is about like any subject you want in mass media and like relation to sociology and psychology and how it affects and stuff. She's like, do not do video games don't make you violent. She's like, I'm tired of reading them. There's people smarter than you who have already written those books and those papers and made those claims and made those points. We should all know by now that is not the case. Right. So if you want to do something about video games, feel free, but don't talk about the violence and its ratio and like its statistics on society and stuff, because I'm fucking sick of reading it. And again, people smarter than you have already written, have already done it, and have already proved it. Yeah. it's old hat. No one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah,
And this was over 10 years ago. I graduated, or I started. Well, not over 10 years ago, but I took this class maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And she was already being like, fucking don't do it. So that's just not true. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. But in the 90s, it could have been true because it wasn't really proven yet. Because this was with the fucking first really violent video game, one of the first really violent video games. So they were mad about it, which I understand.
I mean, it's been a popular topic for a long time.
Oh yeah,
by a video game. I mean, shoot, there was. I swear I even saw that story pop up within the past couple of years. Someone was trying to bring that back up.
Oh yeah, they're always trying to bring it back up.
It was it's crazy. Right? Either way, crazy topic to think like that. But
yeah, it's just I just wanted to point that out that is empirically not true.
Yeah, no. But
and if you don't know what empirically means, look it up.
So, like you said, yeah, I agree. Some of the dialogue is a little watered down, and I think it comes down to a lot of really simple lessons that are trying to be told. When they were, like you said, the scene where Raiden's describing all this to everyone. It's kind of easy stuff to break down. You're fighting for this. Johnny's fighting against his ego and all that. So I think it's supposed to be easy things for younger. Right. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be an easily digestible message, and ergo, it's. And I'm not trying to talk shit. I mean, I am, but it's it's pretty shallow narratively. Yeah. Because that's the point.
Yeah. Because the video game is shallow narratively.
Yeah, and they're emulating it and they're making a movie based off of it. Yeah. So I mean that does all track. It's just for me, I guess said I was gonna tease it earlier. The new Mario movie. Mm-hmm. The reason I love that movie and I think it's one of the best video game adaptation movies is mostly because they took the very limited lore of Mario. He's in love with Princess Peach. She gets stolen by Bowser. He goes to save her. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the end of the lore. Yeah. They flip it. Luigi needs to be saved. Peach is helping him. They flip it, and they they do something different with it in a way, and which immediately makes it a more compelling journey. Mm-hmm. And they shoehorn in all the fucking references and all the stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But I don't know. It's one of those things that's so that's why I really like the Mario movie, because it flips the expected narrative on its head. Mm-hmm. This one, again, it's the first video game movie ever made. Yeah. So I can understand that they're like, well, we're going to be as true as we can to the source material. We were talking about The Witcher. Obviously, I'm a big fan of being fucking true to the source material.
It was a basic formula. Very predictive.
You can put a little bit... You can have, because it's only like an hour and 30 minutes, 40-minute long movie. Mm-hmm. Again, 1995, people weren't necessarily ready for an over 2-hour movie. Yeah. You know what I mean? Genuinely, movies used to be shorter because people genuinely couldn't fucking focus that much. Mm-hmm. Oppenheimer, shout out Oppenheimer and Barbie. I'm going to see both on Sunday. Whoop whoop. That's a 3-hour fucking movie, and I can't wait. Yeah. I'm probably gonna wish it was longer. You know what I mean? So honestly, socially, we're sociologically speaking, we're prepared to be able to sit down and watch a longer movie. So it's I feel like this movie could have benefited from having literally just add 15 minutes to the movie by sprinkling in more time to make me care about the journey and the character arcs and the character development. Because it's literally on a dime, one scene, 5 minutes. They have gone from no character development to 100% where they need to be by the end of the movie to do their thing. Mm-hmm. And so, again, as a movie, it's bad movie debate, not bad video game debate. So, as a movie, I find that very frustrating. Yeah. And so, that's kind of my big thing. Like in the last episode I did with Zach North, shout out Zach North, we're talking about Godzilla King of the Monsters. And the fight scenes in that are fucking awesome. It's big monster fights, and it's all CGI. It's a modern movie, so that's fucking awesome. But all the fucking plot in between, which there's tons of, is really fucking bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the fight scenes make that movie worth taking a watch. Fight scenes in this one are worth watching for it, but the in between is so shallow that I forget why they're even doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they,
and so like I find that kind of frustrating. It's like, honestly, it's like, oh, they're gonna talk for 5 minutes about nothing important. I didn't, because like I was trying to give it an honest watch and stuff, and it's like I could look at my phone and not miss a thing until the next 20 minutes of fights happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Godzilla the King of the Monsters, like I was like, I'm trying to watch this plot scenes because they're longer, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, because that's also a bad movie. I won that debate. That was a bad movie because the plot was so bad. So there is a spectrum here. No plot is bad, and too much overly complicated plot is also very bad. So human element is important, but there's somewhere in the middle, and I feel like this one is like the opposite of the last one I did, where it's like there's nothing. You know what I mean? Like they're speaking to each other because they're humans and people talk. and so I found that just a little bit frustrating, and like come on, make me care about this big fight scene at the end when they go to the 9th level of hell. I'll never get over it. That's still tripping me out. And then show me that big awesome fight scene, which is amazing and the best fight scene. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my like main point.
Your main guy.
That's my main thesis. No. What do you have to say to that?
No, that's
Mr. Brett.
That's a good point. I agree. I think the movie is kind of plays a niche. Already being a niche movie.
Exactly. 1995, the first really big video game movie. Video games in 1995 were even more niche than, like, they're not niche now.
Yeah. So
it is a big part of pop culture now.
It's already in a niche field, being a video game movie. And then Mortal Kombat itself is, I would say, a franchise that really like prides itself on its cool characters and like its cool. I mean, one of the biggest factors about this franchise is like its cool fatalities and like the way that like the people are like fighting each other and doing cool moves on them.
Oh yeah.
So like, if you're like going into this movie and you're like, man, I know all these cool characters and like I want to see them do cool stuff, and I think you get that. I think you get everything that you bargained for when you go into this, and like, you know, I gotta. In my defense, like I saw this movie growing up as a kid, and like I was a huge fan, and like that's the thing. The movie was made for me. You know, I was literally the target
when you were like 12 to 14.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was watching it. I was doing the moves at home and stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
So like it was made. So like I got everything that I could have wanted out of it. I didn't expect this like big narrative. It was just enough, you know. It was like the video game. It was just enough.
Just enough to move you along.
To move me along to literally the next fighting scene. Specifically the way that the dialogue goes in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I mean, when you see a movie is a big thing. Shout out Michael LePage. That was a big thing for him for Knight's Tale when we did that one. Great movie. Michael won that one. Spoiler alert. Go listen to it if you haven't heard it. It's a good talk. But Michael gave me a lot of points too. He was like, "Oh yeah." Like, he was like, because I had to argue that was bad, which was hard. It was very difficult because I love that movie. But he was like, he's like, everything you're saying is completely valid, but I love it. So fuck you. Is more or less how that conversation went.
Which is how opinions work.
It's just how opinions work, yes. And I feel like I'm getting that same vibe from you right now. That you're like, yeah, you're saying a lot of stuff that makes a lot of sense, but no.
I will absolutely agree that like there are certain things about this movie that are bad.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, of course.
I think you can say that about any movie that exists.
Literally any fucking movie.
There are so many things about this movie that I think are cool and like make it exciting and unique and like things that I appreciate, you know, for when it came out, that just like make me think it's so cool. It's one of the first things that like did it, and it worked. It was one of the first things that did this and like was a success.
Yeah. No, yeah, it blew up at the time. Yeah, like it didn't.
It was I think so I said I think the budget for this movie is 20 million.
Yeah,
I
like,
think it grossed 120 million or something.
which is an absurd
so
ratio.
it's good. Like
yeah.
that's pretty good.
Oh, it made its money in like a lot more.
Yeah,
like
for
it's
sure.
ridiculous like how much money this movie made.
Yeah,
like,
so, like
but
it did well, and like I think it's not that that's like a judge for.
I mean,
if a
no,
movie's
yeah.
good.
There's lots of bad things that make a lot of money.
But I think it appealed to the people that were like it was like for, and you know, if you're not like a fan of them, if you're not a fan of the Mortal Kombat, it may be kind of tough to like, you know, sit down and watch it. But I mean, if you're into video games and you're into this kind of movie and you go and watch this, I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
And especially knowing some of the stuff that went on like into making it.
Absolutely. And you know, that's all completely valid and fair. So I guess what you're saying is, at the end of the day, you're saying in terms of a movie, it's not the best movie ever made, but
Obviously.
yeah. But because it was the first big budget video game movie, because it hit its target audience so perfectly and then some, like you're well over 12 at this point and you still love it.
Yeah.
And I can genuinely tell that you do genuinely love it and you're passionate about it, not just because we're doing this fucking podcast. You're saying all that and everything that I said doesn't matter because first video game movie to do it, make video game movies a thing, and if you know, you know, and it's worth a watch, and it's a good movie because of that, basically. Is that a good summary of what you're saying?
I think it does a lot of things really well. I think it's fun. It has fun with the source material. It gives the people who went to go see it what they wanted. And it just has a lot of cool things that the 90s movies have. You know, it's got
it's very nostalgic.
It's nostalgic
of 90s movies.
It's got its cheesiness. It's got some, you know, some like fun kung fu fights.
Of course.
It's got it, you know, some good and some not so good CG. That like I just like.
But again, it's endearing.
Yeah, it's
for
endearing.
the 90s.
It's just nostalgic. I think it's a fun movie, man.
Well, you can finally drop character.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Yeah, good.
I love this movie. It's so much fucking fun.
It's fun,
it is empirically, again, look it up. if you don't, it is a good movie.
Yeah.
It is a good movie. Well, I guess more subjectively, it's a good movie. Objectively speaking, it's not a great movie. Subjectively, it's such a fun watch. It's so much fun. It really does everything it needs to in terms of the video games. And again, like I hadn't even thought about it from the perspective. Honestly, you'd won this thing a long time ago when you were like, it's the first big budget video game movie, and it gave everybody that was in the know what they wanted.
Yeah.
And now we have, and like, you didn't say this directly, but it's like, well, it's why we have the Super Mario movie that just came out that's like really good.
Yeah.
One of the most fun movies I've seen in theaters this year. Like the Super Mario. That wouldn't happen if this movie hadn't come out.
Yeah.
And hadn't have hit its target audience so fucking smack in the face.
And that
like,
did the same thing.
Exactly.
It knew what people wanted to see.
Exactly.
And it gave them what they wanted.
And it gave them what they wanted. Because I feel like today, I was like, if I see fucking Mario going to fucking save Peach from Bowser, and that's it, and Luigi shows up, I'm like, that's going to be kind of boring. But they flipped it.
Yeah.
In a way that was like really cool. Because he got thrown into love that movie. But like, yeah, so I mean, you win, because like I don't think there was a single moment of this movie that I genuinely like. Again, there's aspects of it. Acting's not great. Some of the fights are not great. CGI's not bad, but I'll never get mad at people for CGI from the time period. I'll get mad at people now. And now you know. And now if you have this much money going into a movie, you have no excuse. But like 90s, like you get a pass for sure. So, but it's just so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Even when it's bad, it's so fun.
I couldn't
And
agree
it's just
more.
like, and like all the sets are really great. The costumes are really great. Some of the fights are like some of the best fight scenes. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's again, like you've been saying the whole time. It's just fucking awesome.
It's just
like,
fun.
It's just
awesome,
fun,
dude. It's an awesome.
It's just an awesome movie. Yeah.
I stand by it 100%.
And like, who gives a shit if like it's an awesome movie that you don't really need to pay attention to, and like that's good sometimes. Like, yeah.
100%.
So you win. I've lost.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
But I didn't
Well
know,
debated.
I will say I didn't know if I was gonna go into this one loving it or not. Because usually I know like before we even start, like if I'm gonna win or lose depending on. But this is one I was like, I could go either way.
I'm glad you came around.
I came around. I think I came around because like it really just genuinely is just fun, and like honestly the catchphrases being like littered throughout and stuff like really hit me, and I was like, oh yeah, like that's fucking like fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Great references.
It made me want to play Mortal Kombat. It made me want to play the game. Like which like even if it's fucking like even if the whole fucking point of the movie was to sell more units of the video game,
which is
but like it made so much money on its own, but like it also made so much like Mortal Kombat made a bunch of money because people bought the game after if they had never played it before, and I'm like God, I want to play that now. Like
go play some Mortal Kombat.
We should play Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we should go play some Mortal Kombat. But yeah, so it is what it is. I've lost yet again, but that's fine. I usually lose, and that's kind of the whole point. Once again, see the movie. Yeah, all these movies that we talk shit about, you need to watch and form your own opinions. I'll put up a poll on Insta about what you think about it, whether you think it's good or bad. That's always fun. You can see old movie poll reviews on my Instagram. That's at Bad Movie Debate, all one word, all lowercase, blah blah blah. It's the only thing I use. I guess I'm technically on Threads because there's like, do you want to join Threads? And I was like, okay, and I clicked it, and it just migrated everybody I followed. Like it literally just, I didn't have to do anything but like just click yes, and then it just made it. So I don't think I'm gonna use it, but so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll follow me on Threads automatically. So big fucking whoop.
Well, dude, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Really it's always fun, right? It's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. But yeah, we'll have more debates coming soon. I actually think we have something special planned for this next one. We're gonna do another. Well, we're gonna do something special. You'll figure it out later. Just follow me on Bad Movie Debate and on Spotify. Bad Movie Debate. Blah blah blah. Yeah, check it out.
Awesome.